Evening, welcome along. So, hope everyone's had a lovely bank holiday weekend. Whatever you got up to, whether you was out raving, getting on the beers, shooting, whatever it is. So, from the off, let's get Tim on here. Here he is, the man of the hour. So, Jamie Britt, what's up, mate?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. That looks mind-bending, mate.
There's going to be some truth spilled tonight, mate. This is truth serum.
True syrup. True syrup for fucking sure, brother. So, you all unpacked, mate? Got everything squared away?
Yeah. So, me and Richie, we managed to clock quite a good amount of sleep for us, to be fair. About 2 hours, probably. 2.5 hours. Two? Yeah, 2 hours. For the weekend.
Chris, Vortex, what's happening, brother? Hope you're good.
Yes, Chris. So, yeah, it's about 2 hours sleep. Come back, got everything packed. Just because the same as you, like this week following on for me is really busy. So I'm flying out tomorrow. So I wanted to get everything, cleaned, organised, debuffed, all back into its boxes and sorted. But all sorted. What about you, mate? I've seen a picture go up earlier. So.
Mate, to be fair, I got everything up in the man cave. It's all up there. It's in literally like a mound that looks like about sort of 3 dead bodies worth. So I think that's the job for tomorrow, mate. So tomorrow's going to be the job of just putting it all back. And it's, what I'm like with my admin, mate. Magazines, like 7.62 mags in this box, 5.56 in that box.
Yeah.
This box has fucking pouches. This box is comms. This box is fucking pyro. So, yeah, that'll be the task tomorrow, mate. But yeah, we're getting there.
I know I've just seen that there's like oodles of people joining, so I'll let that roll on for a little bit and let people get notified that we're live.
Just quickly, I've seen the Natural Born Workshop join. Guys, thank you so much. Your package arrived today. Super chuffed with them. So those of you who don't know, Natural Born Workshop, bit of a funny sort of, not a funny sort of page, but they do a bit of everything. So sort of custom woodwork. They love their food, real nice quality food. So I was lucky enough to win a competition. I won 4 little placemat coasters or beer coasters.
Yes, I saw those. Nice.
Did you see it? But it's got a little Punisher skull with little quotes on it, mate. Yeah, the alley as fuck. Mate. So thank you to you guys. I will get some pictures up with them at some point this week.
So obviously, I know a lot of people are going to be here to go through the
Mr. Cottenham, welcome along.
Yes, Nath. To go through the debrief for the event. Just going to put it on the cards now. I'm going to be fucking brutally honest. And I think I've spoken to Nathan about this. I spoke to the guys on the day, and me and Richie have had a good chat about this. Drinks afterwards the event and during the event, me and Richie had our little powwow at about 4 a.m. after being active. We will talk about what happened, but we had a really good chat about how we think, partial to the company and partial to the players, how things could have played out and where we saw things from the very off. There's things that Richie picked up, as usual, straight out of the car. He got out the car one side, I got out the car the other, and instantly noticed, things that were going to definitely be detrimental further on. Yes, Con.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think we, from the offset, there were certain things that, and the thing is, mate, is we're lucky enough. We've been doing it so long now. We've been around the block, mate. We've been to so many different Milsim companies that you have all this it's almost like a spider sense, don't you? That when you turn up, you get a feel. You get a feel for the people that are there, their level of airsoft. And I know Kieran, mate, the GRS guys touched on it on their live stream. It's not being elitist. Do not get it fucking twisted. It's not being elitist. People are at different levels of, there are levels to this. Just because someone is better than someone else doesn't make you elitist. if you think your kit is better than someone else, that's elitist. People get it confused. You know.
Yeah. So this isn't.
If you're better than someone, you're just fucking better than someone. You know. That's it. But anyway, I digress. You can pick. Yeah. You can sort of pick up on this just from walking around and hearing the conversations that go on. You know.
And you pick
just
on
quickly, mate, are we just stand up a minute.
Are we wearing the same t-shirt? Are we matching?
Leave off.
This
Not scripted at all. Not scripted.
Not scripted, mate.
So, like Tim says, we are going to be brutally fucking honest tonight. If you don't like it, just switch off. Airsoft Nation is doing the Airsoft Nation podcast, so you can always flick over to that. We will not be offended, don't worry.
Or you could fall on a load of broken glass. Up to you.
Or a broken tree stump.
So I think you pick up on stuff, and I think everyone does this. You turn up to an event, you hear sort of the type of conversations and what people are talking about, and also some of the kit. I mean, you know, an overnighter doesn't mean that you need oodles of kit, but when you've got a day sack and that's it, and that's all you're carrying out into the field for an entire weekend, instantly for me that's a worry. You know, I feel like you can judge someone's preparedness and capability and everything on how prepped they are, how quick they get out of their car, what they're doing when they get out of the car, and so on and so forth. You know, if someone is, I don't know, I don't want to be fucking too harsh, but, you know, if someone's just getting out of the car and they've got a little bag with them and that's it, you know, and they're bombing up their stuff, they've got no comms, they've got no setup, they ain't got, you don't see them with any real form of hydration, and you look at the sort of food and stuff they bring, to me, instantly, I know the calibre of that person, that if they're out on the ground, it's warm, it's undulating terrain, you know that they're going to struggle. And this is the most water I've ever drunk at an event. I've done all of my water, all of it, every single bit, which was what? Yeah. I had eight, and then I had the other ones in the back of it, in my box. And then I took spares in my carry-all as well. So I must have done about 4.5, 5 litres, something like that.
So like you say, mate,
I had 12 bottles, half-litre bottles, so 6 litres.
Not digging anyone out at all, do you know what I mean? But like when you see guys obviously roll out, anyone that saw the pictures and stuff that went up from the Grey Fox event, we were out on the ground for the whole time. You saw the size of the packs we were all wearing. You know, you can't, when it's as cold as it was, and the Defiant guys, they warned everyone. They said, guys, it's going to be fucking cold this, you know, over Saturday night. Bring extra kit. So bring extra kit. You're going to need a bigger bag. You're going to need to bring it. So, like you said, mate, we was looking about. We rocked up, and as soon as we got out of the car, we look around, and there's guys, you know, with sort of, I'm talking day sacks, you know,
25 litre, 26 litre packs. No,
36, you know. With stuff hanging off of it, you know, like metal cups jangling about and stuff. And then you can see them when they're putting their kit on, they're trying to feed their comms, and their comms getting all tangled in this and that. That shit should have been squared away weeks before.
Yeah.
So that's a red flag to me, mate. That's you know, that's someone that hasn't got their shit. If they haven't got their shit squared with comms, what about warm kit? What about water? You know, what about dry kit? So yeah, like I say, there was a few alarm bells from the off.
If any of you kind of want to see what we're talking about, Kieran just put in a really good point. It's the first time I met Kieran and them lads this weekend. Absolutely solid. I would roll with this one any time. Go back to the picture of Richie on the pit bike. Kieran is a gator to his left. Look at the pack he's got. It's a proper full Bergen. That's the sort of thing you want. We rolled out with the Pellies because we could get them lifted in, and then me and Richie also took extra bags in as well. So we were carrying a lot of kit, but we needed it because we were running the bikes and we needed, you know, fuel, toolkits, and all that lot as well. But not.
So you say that, mate. I was going through as I was unpacking my kit today. Obviously, you know, we packed a lot of kit for this weekend because we're going to be doing a recce roll. We're going to be doing on the bikes. There was lots of different things we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
As I was putting the kit out, mate, because of the way the event unfolded, I used maybe 30% of that bag, of that Pelly case. I'm going to be honest with you, like 30% of it.
Yeah.
If we'd have known that, if we'd have known, you know, the way things rolled out, that pan out the way it did, I would have taken much less kit. You know. Yeah,
me too. I think knowing what happened during the day and stuff like that, and we will go into it, guys. We're not going to keep anything secret, but
no, absolutely.
Yeah, so how the day rolled out, I think me too. But just getting on back to the point then, Richie. You know, things to note from the off. the caliber of people that had there, I think instant was a warning for me, and I think I knew that people were going to struggle. Just from the amount that they were taking out on the ground with them. It doesn't mean that just because you turn up with a Bergen, you're going to be, you know, in good light, but you can judge the caliber of people that were there.
Definitely. And I think, like you say, so we turned up, we got pretty kitted up, pretty squared away quite quick, didn't we? If honest with you, got the bikes out, bikes put together. So from that point, obviously we got pulled into the safety brief. Well, I had a quick gas with the guys from Defiant, obviously Nathan and James and that, had a quick gas with them, pulled into the safety brief, everyone pulled in. Safety brief was pretty standard stuff, wasn't it, if I recall?
Yeah, I think it was pretty standard. I think instantly me stood there, but I stood with you and a couple of other lads. Again, more red flags for me just begin to lift. People not conforming to the camouflage rules, the way that the patterns were laid out. Those guys on our team, you know, wearing Flecton and other patterns. That for me were a little bit like, fucking hell, that's because, you know. So just for those guys that weren't aware, so on NATO side, you could wear any NATO camouflage that you wanted to. That's anything. That's CAD-PAT, you know, CAD-PAT, MAR-PAT, that's DPM, obviously multicam, any NATO, but you could not wear block colours. Solid green, blacks, blues, you could not wear a solid colour at all on our side. Also, a little note, which I thought was a bit odd, but, you know, rules is rules. NATO could not wear boonie hats. Yeah.
Whereas, you know, the Russian side could wear boonies and lids. We could wear baseball caps and lids. Yeah. And like Tim said, from the off, mate, there's guys on our team wearing some really weird camo. You know, like they were wearing, like multicam tropic.
I didn't know what it was.
Multicam tropic, which is so close to, if anyone looks at the Russian camo, it's so close to Russian camo in the daylight, let alone at night time under nods.
Yeah.
And obviously, indigenous guys could wear block colours.
Yeah.
Or partial, wasn't it?
Yeah, they could have a mix, I think.
Yeah. So obviously, the guys on the NATO side wearing camouflage bottoms, solid block colour on the top. Yeah. And, you know, we look around thinking, how are we going to put, you know, positively identify? That's PID, for those of you guys that don't know. How are we going to ID these guys in the day, let alone at night time? So me and Tim were already gassing. We're throwing, you know, we're chatting about this, thinking this is worrying from the go.
Well, the other thing was the guys behind us in the car park. The geezer had green, solid green, soft shell, like a shark skin jacket on. And so I turned around to him and went, "What team are you on? Because you've got multicam trousers on, but you're wearing a solid colour jacket." And he went, I'm on NATO, but I haven't got anything else to wear. So instantly in my mind, I'm like, if I see you at night, I will shoot you 100%, hands down. You know, if I look a cop up, you've got a gun, and you're pointing to anything to it, like you're going to get shot. It's not down to a level of, oh, well, you should notice he's got multicam trousers on. That geezer's taking a knee in the woods, and you see someone with a gun, and you're sweeping through there trying to have a quiet op. The guy's going to get clipped. Now, does that mean that he should be out of his comfort zone by not wearing the jacket because he hasn't got the right kit? That's, you know, I don't know. But at the same time, you know, I said to I think it was Nathan, and I said it to Richie straight away. It's like, Matt, it's a lot of lads here in block colours that have got multicam on. And so the same thing with the boonies, you know, enforce the rules. And this is something you're going to hear me say a lot throughout this live stream. Like, fucking, if you're putting the rules down, you've got to enforce them. You've got to tell people, look, I'm sorry, mate. I know you're going to be a bit cold, but you can't wear that. Or you can't, you know, it's the principles that you're setting for the event from the very off. Yeah. So the safety brief was quite stern, in my opinion. Yeah. Like they said, if you break the fucking rules, you're off the site.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And again, like you say, mate, you know, I could have worn a boonie to do my recce stuff. I left it at home because it was against the rules. So then I turned up.
I wanted to wear my claw gear. Malira.
But we didn't because it's against the rules. So then we've turned up and there's other people that have blatantly broken the rules. You know, well, it's the only jacket I've got. Tough fucking shit. Tough shit. Buy some more kit. So when you're at Sterling, just to put the fucking benchmark in, you know, I've watched the guys go around and go, lads, take that off. Oh, and it's pissing down. We're in the middle of Copill Square. It's pissing down. They've gone, Dad, take that off. It's grey. It's PCU grey.
I was there.
Mate, it's yeah, you was. It's the only waterproof I've got. Don't care. Get wet. Yeah. And it's right, mate. If rules is rules is rules. Otherwise, what's the point in having them? And like Tim said, you're gonna hear this a few times. So anyway,
we noticed this in the safety brief. You know, and this sets the preliminary run for the rest of this. Other than that, the rolling into the site, just to give you a quick brief overview, really nice, beautiful woodland. Good, adequate parking for everyone. Fucking safety zone was cool. The rules were nice and clear. They pulled everyone together. To be honest, there was no dickheads, talking shit through the safety brief. It was quite clean and clear. So we went out, and just someone that asked, that there was camo rules for each team, no armband stuff. You won't find a lot of armbands at UK Milsims, so it was all down to having the right camo. Anyway, so Richie, I'll let you lead that on from there.
So obviously going through the safety brief, normal stuff. The only thing I would say is obviously they after Tim mentioning it, the blast, so the kill radius on a grenade, trip mine, tag, or any sort of explosive, IED or whatever, it was at 3 meters. Okay, so this is a bit of a contradiction. So they said you can't fire tag rounds directly at people, and Tim made a really good point, which I completely missed. In the fact that he said, tag rounds are good for sort of 120 meters, sometimes in good conditions. Perfect, ideally the sweet spot's about sort of 60, 70 meters, just out of our AEG range. At 70 meters, mate, you've got to aim at someone to get a 3 meter kill radius.
100%, mate. I mean, you've got to hit it close. I mean, you want to hit their toast. You know what I mean? At that, with a 3 meter distance.
I mean, we can do it. It's not a problem. But so they pushed it from 3 meters to 10 meters, which I thought was good. They addressed that. Yeah. But again, it was something that got addressed on the day.
Yeah.
As you thought as a site, to run this should have been thought about a long time ago. But anyway, by the by, it was done. It's like, cool, okay, pushing on. So me and Tim, we said we've had it before with the bikes. Okay, so they asked us to bring the bikes down. Would be good, to go in, and it was a lot of effort. When I say a lot of effort, to the logistics to get my bike back to mine, into Tim's wagon, then from Tim's wagon down there, out, put them together. It's a lot of logistics. So we've said, look, mate, we said to James, we said to Nathan, if we bring them down, we just don't want any fucking about. In the fact that we've had it before, we don't care if the bike gets shot up. I don't care if I get lit up full of well. I don't care. But not when we're on the bikes. It's dangerous. It's irresponsible, and they were absolutely on board with this. He was like, 1,000% agree. And hats off to James, in the safety brief, because I think you reiterated, didn't you, when we got there? You said, look, this has to be hit home. And he did. James was up there at the safety brief. He pretty much shouted it, you will not shoot to vehicles and from vehicles. It will not happen. He said, if you do it, you're gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, and literally, I remember we looked at each other, raised our eyebrows. I was like, oh, sweet, good. I'm glad he sort of hit it at home.
Yeah.
So once the safety brief was wrapped, we all sort of pushed out for our TL briefings, didn't we? I think you went to the TL briefing with a Matt, which then we come across the next thing.
Yeah, so we got told that we're gonna push out on the bikes. We're gonna head down to a lower part of the map, and I was like, okay, so why are we stopping here? Like, there was like a red line drawn across the map. It's like, oh, we've lost that portion of the map, and I was like, what do you mean? He was like, yeah, well, we're not using that half of the site. So literally, and I'm being genuine here, we lost a third of the play area, which was a real fucking shame. And I mean, this was from the very beginning. At this point, there was also some other rules that were mentioned that I didn't know about. And this was, and I'll say it now just to chin it out, that no pyro after 9, between 9 and, no. Yeah, I think it was between 9 and 7 or something like that. So there's no pyro at all throughout the night, which for me was a bit of a shit one. I get, you know, and this is, you know, the Defiant guys, like Nate's just right, it was outside of their control, fine, right? But on the day of an event, to just find that out on the day is shit, you know, because it meant it really cordoned the play area. Now, would it make the game better being bigger or smaller? Who fucking knows, right? No one knows.
We'll never know.
On the day to go, right, we'll actually be losing that much of the map. Fine, you know, then say, well, we'll actually no pyro as well. I mean, I've used a lot of pyro at night. That I won't drag this out any longer to say, I love smoke at night. I think smoke is incredibly powerful if you're a nod user and someone's using white light. Smoke is probably the most prominent. Also, I've used a lot of tag rounds at night. Richie's used a lot of tag rounds at night. If anyone in here out of the 40 odd 50 people that are in here was at Terry's Milsim that me and Richie was at, you can understand how powerful tags are at night, because guys were crowded around behind a vehicle. Richie put a tag in, I put a tag in, and dropped everyone that was at those vehicles. So it can be very powerful. So again, it's not digging these guys out in their control, out of their control. It just put a dampener on the amount of space. So you know that's one of them things. So anyway, we push out on the bikes. We're at the front of the patrol, and essentially we're going to do a big recce round the outside of the map to check out what's happening, check out how lively people are, and then go up to this police checkpoint. So we roll out on the bikes, we're leading everyone out, we're doing like 100 metres ahead, letting them catch up, checking everyone's all right, making sure there's no action, rolling on again. And we were just out the front. We're on the bikes, we're in full kit, and we're on a road. So me and Richie come round, we come up to a hill, and Richie gives me a little tap on the shoulder, and he said, there's some lads over there in a bush with binos. I was like, okay, fine. So the enemy have got eyes onto us. So me and Richie let the lads catch up behind us. I think Richie said that
I think Kieran was, Kieran call sign 5'2" was about what, 40 metres behind us. Yeah, but we were stopped, you know, hands on handlebars, just looking around, keeping an eye on the guys ahead of us, seeing what they were doing, seeing how they moved and panned around, and just see how it unfolded, really.
So the next thing that happened is this lad walks out into the road, and he was like, have you got any ID on you? Richie turns around and he says, are you the police? Are you working for the border force? Like, because we knew we were approaching a border crossing.
Yeah.
At this point, the lad doesn't say anything. And he says, well, if you continue to move forward, you'll be treated as hostile. So we're still sat on the bikes completely still. He then starts walking away, and he's on a radio. And all of a sudden, I cop about 2 or 3 rounds in the face, and so does Richie.
Yeah, when I think I've still got mine. Yeah.
There's Richie. So I think Richie got hit a couple of times. I got hit a couple of times.
Yeah.
We could probably see. I don't know. It's a bit black. Anyway, so we both got shot a couple of times in the face. We sat on the bikes. We haven't even got guns in our hands. This lad, I kid you not, was in the distance that if I was pissed, I could have thrown a glass at. That's how close he was. He was close enough to the point when he stood up, I would thought to myself, cool, that's good. Like, because he was within 15 metres of me, if not closer. So
I mean, if you said worst case 20 metres, worst case
20 metres, and they're on elevated ground, so they're sitting higher.
Yes, because the hill went up away from us, didn't it?
Yeah, so I've called the guy over, and I was pissed off, because at the end of the day, it's the only thing I didn't want was to be shot while I was on the vehicle. I just did not want that, right? So we'd been in this position for a long period of time. They had eyes on us with the binos. Then the guys also radioed over to him and said, obviously, this is the front of the patrol. They're not conforming, so engage them. So he said, I didn't realise you was on the bikes. Now, if anyone's ever heard a 4-stroke pit bike, you can hear them literally from a fucking mile away.
Yeah.
These were running. And then we'd switched them off. So we'd pulled into that position. The whole time he'd been there, we were on the bikes running. He shot us both in the face and said, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you were on them. At this point, I think Richie reined me in quite hard, because I was literally about to lose my shit. Because we hadn't even got to the OP. We hadn't done the border crossing. No. We'd been on the ground for less than 10, 15 minutes. I don't care about being shot in the face. I don't care really about the bike being shot. I don't care about it being fragged or tagged. I'm not bothered. The key thing for me is that we've got other guys on foot around us. And what the problem is if the bike was running and I did get shot, say in the fucking teeth and face, whatever, That's not the issue. It's not the damage to me.
Yeah.
So I ring the throttle, or you know, or I come off the bottle, anything that happens and that hits another player, whose responsibility does that lie in?
Yeah.
It's my vehicle,
So,
I'm on it, and that guy gets injured. Now, this is worst case scenario.
And we, you know,
that won't happen. Then you look at what happened in Italy with the geezer getting shot in the face while he was driving and crashed it, and 2 guys getting airlifted out. So
I don't know if Italy or Spain, whichever one, but yeah, you know, mate, the repercussions of that are fucking just immense, mate. So, like you said, there were points where, you know, Civ Pop were doing what Civ Pop normally do, crowding around the bikes, having a little fiddle with the bikes, you know, sort of just dicking about, not being too, you know, not being too bad, but just doing what they're doing, you know. And like I say, if we've got the hand on the clutch, so we were sitting obviously like this, as you do, on a fucking bike. So how many people do you know stand there like this? So there's several things to take into account, right? The guy said he didn't realise we were on bikes. One, you would have fucking heard it. It's a 144 stroke, right? 2, we were sat like this, okay? No guns in hands.
That's my mantra position, mate. I'll just stand in the road unarmed.
3, when the guy come over, I said to him, are you fucking on comms with your mate that's just come over and spoke to us? Oh, yeah. I said, so you know full well that he's walked down and seen us on the bikes. That's 3 good, valid reasons why you should not have pulled the fucking trigger. Now, why he did is unbeknown to me. That's you know, that's a question for the fucking universe. But like you say, if Civ pop around us and we, you know, let the clutch go and wing the fucking throttle open, and we come off and the bike, not so much us, but if the bike hits someone, mate, like, yeah, who's going to get fucking sued here?
Yeah,
you know. So rightly so, I was fucking raging. Tim was fuming. So at which point we just said, look, that's it. That is it. Like whatever we were doing, whatever process we were in within the game, we've got to step out. So we pulled the bikes to one side, let the lads push through, and obviously they got in a massive contact, which obviously, you know, is what it is. You know, you could, I don't know, you could. Two of us, you could give valid arguments for and against. Arguments again. Would it have happened if we hadn't got let up? I don't know. But either way, we pulled the bikes to one side and we went back to get a marshal.
So I just want to say one thing. Dog's Life has said maybe quads might be a safer choice. Tell you 2 reasons why that's shit. Not digging you out, and this is nothing against you as an individual, but it's 2 reasons why that won't work. They're fucking bigger and heavier, and they have a clutch. Same as every other thing, right? I know Matt Belgrove and I know the rest of the guys that flob about on the quads at Sterling, they won't be shot at for that fucking reason. It's same as launching a pit bike, same as launching a quad. Civ pop around, people around. The worst thing about a quad is if you're holding the clutch in and it's in gear and you let the clutch out, the thing that you do to stop it is to put your right foot down on the brake or to pull the brake on the left hand. You bring the throttle on a quad, you've got no chance because your feet just lift straight up off the ground.
And the thing is, quads are bigger and heavier, mate. So I mean, realistically, mate, you are right. You know, why don't we get a quad? Because just logistics, mate. We got the pit bike and we haven't put the bigger wheels on them just because it's easier for transportation. Yeah. It's just easier. I mean, Grey Fox 23's got
a trailer everywhere. It'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, Grey Fox 23's got a good point. You know, was it bragging rights? Do you know what I mean? Did he just do it? Oh, fuck it, I'll get these cunts. Don't know. Either way, it was a fucking stupid move.
For the geezer to be gone. Like you said, that's the rules, get rid of him. And without spoiling the fucking story, they didn't. And that fucking pissed me off. Because they set the rules, and the rules have been continually broken before we'd even got into the games. This is before we'd even started. So they'd not enforced the rules. And for me, the thing that I like about Sterling, and I bang on about them a lot, and I have my love-hate relationship with all of them, they enforce rules. If there's something that's to be done or to be said, or there's an issue or something, they will enforce rules. I know they've told people to leave. I know that they've had to go at people about kit. I know that they've stopped the play completely to go and rein people in. That needs to be done. At the end of the day, you know, people say it's loads of guys out in the field. You need to still have control of the people that are there. Paying customer or not, you abide by the fucking rules. You're going to hear me say it's a lot more as we go on. So, up to this point, I was a bit pissed off. We let all the guys go past. I said to all of the staff what had happened. I explained it all. I said what I wanted the action to happen. same as Richie. We agreed. Want that cunt gone. That's not on.
Yeah.
That close, saying he didn't know, it's all bullshit. I'd rather him say,
Yeah.
"Oh, fucking hell, mate, you know, shot in the face, you know, I thought it'd be a fucking cop." Like a few lads have said in here. But that's what I wanted. Anyway, we go up to the police checkpoint, probably my favourite part of the event.
Yes. Those boys put some fucking effort in, mate.
They put loads of effort in, all in full police uniforms. They put up a barricade. They had
riot shields. I mean, like when we brought the up, they had the mirror on the stick to check underneath vehicles. I mean, if you really enjoy the role play, you know, and sort of role play and props and getting into the fucking, you know, the whole theme of the event, and you know, if you're playing police, you've got all the kit there and you're doing it, you know, properly. These guys nailed it, mate. They were, you know, I don't know who they are, but they done it. For me, I thought they'd done a really good job, mate. You know, they were checking people's IDs, and people, you know, I think one lad didn't have his ID with him. He went, "No, mate, no, you're not coming through. Like, we don't know who you are, we don't know where you come from." And I was like, "Yes, fucking bang on." Do you know what I mean? When people put the effort in, it makes a big difference.
If anyone does know who the police were at the Defiant event, please, like, can you just message them or let us know who they are, because they were really good.
Yeah.
So we had our bikes checked. Me and Richie both got checked. We went through, and we were now at the tail end of the pack. So we pushed out to our OP. Me and Richie got the bikes hooked up. Me and Richie decided we were going to have a little bit of a settle, get our camp set up, get everything sorted. At this point, you know, we rolled with a few other people. There was a few other teams there, Apex, Spartan, and a few other guys. Dragar guys were there as well. And Kev and a few, all of his boys, and then there was GSR lads as well. You know, for me, it was a good, you know, there was a good mix there, but there was definitely, you know, players that were more capable than others. Me and Richie get wrapped up, and this is when, you know, we start finding some of the other, not things that were going to be detrimental, but there was definitely going to be some issues with guys that were, there was a stag rotor set. Me and Richie pushed out onto 360. There was no one there. You know, that was, you know, an issue straight away. You know, we looked at the high ground overlooking our fob, and first thing Richie said to me is, he was like, "Mate, I'd smash that. I'd absolutely destroy that camp." It's, you know, the position it was in, which is fine, right? You know, all camps can be hit, but this was in a position that was going to need defending, 100%.
Yeah, so, and I think,
the
thing, so obviously we'd set up, and obviously me and Tim, you know, our initial role in this event was to head out with 5-2, and I think it was 5-3. So that's GRS Kieran, SWC, it's Kev Berry and his boys, to go and do recce ops, get eyes on the different villages, trying to identify this HBT. Now, obviously, me and Tim were still fucking fuming, still pissed at this point about, you know, the just blatant rule breaking of the one rule that was screamed out at the safety brief. So we said, look, we want this squared away. We absolutely want this squared away. Like, either this guy's gone or we're fucking going, you know. At which point we said, look, we're not going to go out on the ground. I don't care. We're not going out on the ground until it's squared away. So we just sat back at the fob, waited, kept going down, asking, has it been sorted yet? Has it been sorted yet? I think got to what, half three, and I think they come back and said they've had a word with him. And that was it. At which point it was like, well, what do we do? The camp's all set up now. So
at this point, I mean,
you know, we kind of just committed at that point. It was like, well, you know, nothing's going to get done about it, so we might as well just crack on.
Yeah. So in the light of that, we're like, fuck it. You know, everything's set up. We've got the bikes down here. It's been a mission for both of us. A lot of, you know, just organisation to try and get things in play for getting to an event. Bearing in mind, this is my first event since Sennybridge, so it's been a long time. I was like, right, I just want to get out. Look, I said, let's just put a positive spin on this. It is what it is. You know, let's go out, let's fucking have a tear up. Let's do what we do. So high fives all round, fucking circle jerks. Let's go hit these cunts. Get to the top of the 360, an organisational mess. So we had two teams up there, two squads. I'm not going to say who it was. So we're rolling through. I goes, have you got comms to zero? No. Oh, I think he has. Have you got comms to zero? No. Me and Richie pushed from the back of the squad all the way to the very front of this kind of 360 hill, and no one had comms to zero. And so me and Richie are having a conversation about jumping on zero net, both of us, rather than just Richie.
So yeah, me, just quickly, yeah, on that pushing. So we initially got hit basically. So the Rust Fort pushed up, started to attack our fob. We managed to, with a few guys, we managed to sort of bound through. I think there was us, Kev and his boys were to the left. Yeah. Tom and his Dragar Airsoft guys were to the right, and between us we managed to bound through. And got a lot of fucking time for Tom and his Dragar guys.
Those boys I think bounced past.
Yeah, the Metalops guys, mate.
The few teams I'm talking about, the Dragar guys.
No. But I'm just saying, like, they were switched on, mate. So between me and Tim, mate, me and Tom, we were calling contacts, moving, covering, moving, and we fucking bounced through, mate. I mean, albeit I took a tumble and landed like my ribs on a fucking broken tree stump and nearly died. Mate, that hurt like shit. But yeah, like you say, we got all the way to the front. And like I say, no one was really, other than ourselves and Tom, no one really was fucking switched on, mate. Do you know what I mean? Everyone was just fucking...
One thing as well, and this is probably me being a bit pedantic, like you'll learn me and Richie have both got deep-seated OCDs. When I'm putting rounds down, I've got comms in, blah, 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 and someone goes, yeah, they're over there. I said, what do you mean over there? He said, yeah, they're over that way. It's like, mate, just give me a clock face. Like, that's 12.
Yeah.
Facing forward is 12. Just give me something that's of reference. This happened over and over.
Mate,
and then there's
lads like, he's by the tree.
Yeah, there's lads with PTT. I was like, mate, you got any comms? He was like, no, they're on my lid. I didn't want to wear it. Teams that have got Milsim in their name, Milsim this, Milsim that, and then they roll out on the ground like that, you think, fucking hell, lads, like, where are you setting the bar? You're rolling out on the ground, you haven't got any comms, you've got no comms to zero, you're sat at the front and you're all just fucking spraying rounds and each, there's no cohesion. As individuals, you're only so good.
Like you say, mate, not saying these guys, not saying these guys aren't good behind a gun.
Oh, they might be fucking great, but you're an individual.
That means jack shit. When you get a guy push out, and he doesn't tell his oppo where he's going, he pushes out not one tree, but 2 trees too far, then if he doesn't tell his mate where he's going, he's fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to get lit up. And like I say, you need this. I think it only comes with, you either got it or you haven't, or it comes with experience. And, there's certain guys and certain teams that, like I say, should have the Milsim term in their title, and others that just shouldn't. You're a group of guys that play together. Just fucking leave it at that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so we pushed out. We had a good tear. Got to hear Richie's gun fucking dropping people. Thing's a beast. Well done, Merrick. If you're in here, give yourself a little hand.
Mate, it was immense.
But the gun's great. So at this point, we begin to realise that there's a real mixed bag here, and that there's going to be issues. So we have a big tear up. We're out for a good few hours. We bounce back, re-bomb, head back out again. Anyway, so me and Richie got disconnected. Richie pushed out to the enemy fob to go and get eyes on, do some recce. And then I pushed up onto 360 on my own.
Yeah.
So I pushed up to 360 and I keep moving forward. I'm waiting to see another team up there. And I'm like, where the fuck is everyone? So anyway, bounce down behind a barricade. Just keep my ear to the ground. Jump onto zero net. Have my tag launcher next to me, like I'm ready for people coming towards me, and I'm like, there's got to be a team up here on Stag. No one, absolutely no one. I was up there good enough time to com zero, get hold of Richie, find that Richie pushed down to get eyes on the Russian base, and link up with a few other teams, and then for him to then probably travel over undulating ground a few k's back. And then we linked up again. By this point, I think the team had just begun to push up. It might have been the Dragar lads, but other than that, it was undefended. So, again, it's a concern that you've got these teams up there and they're back at the fob doing whatever, cooking, eating, fine, right?
Yeah.
Do it out on the ground. Do it up in a defensive position. Have someone next to you. I mean, me and Richie have done it a few times where we've been in a sang or we've been in a defensive position. And he's just stood up for a bit, and I've been down making a cup of tea and some food, And then once I've scoffed it and stood up, 10 minutes, he then jumps down. You're serving a role. You can duel up with people. These teams should be working like that, and they weren't. And
what gets me is we got hit at that hill 360 time after time after time after time. And like I said, I think I said to Nathan, actually, I said to you, mate, I said, we really need to sort of let these guys fucking know they can't just hit us as and when they want. We need to send a message out. Me personally, I know you're on the same wavelength. We would have probably got hit once, twice, at which point we knew where not the choke points, we knew the infield points where they would come in. That low left, that southeast point,
where Kev was,
lower track where Kev was. They were coming in on the far right, just on the right side of the police checkpoint.
Yeah.
So we knew where the choke points were. Just push out 100 metres past that. Get guys in there, clear it out, get guys in, lay low, set up a snap ambush, and mate, do you know what I mean? It's not rocket science. No. Just think about the land, think about the ground, and as you always say, the ground it takes, mate. You know where they're going to infield through, so just set your teams out. Yeah, like Dragar's just saying, that's where I spent my stag with nods and a jet boil, mate. And we know you guys are squared away. We know you are, and that's how you do it. Do you know what I mean? You set yourself up, but get buried in, and
yeah. So at this point, I think we're beginning to see some flakes and some issues. We went back to camp. We'll cut through to the night bit, just so we're not keeping you guys up too late. But there was supposed to be set stag, and there weren't. We went back, got squared up for the night action. By this point, you imagine a good few hours out on the ground. 7, 8 o'clock, both decided, right, we're going to get a couple of hours kit and then push through. So we probably got about an hour and a half of laying in our pits, maybe an hour.
Yeah, I think.
Got up, nods time, right? This is our bag. Push out. I'm following Richie through. We push through 360. No one's there. No one's on stag. No one's holding a duty. There's a lot of lads in their pits at 9 o'clock at night. Lots of teams.
Because we finished kitting up, so we're putting the last lot kit on. There's guys to our right, like you can hear them snoring.
Yeah.
Actually, and we're on our way out at 9 o'clock. That's not even like midnight. It's 9 o'clock at night. Guys are snoring. Yeah. I'm like,
there was 2 sets of teams, like all to our right, all kicked up. So anyway, we push out. Richie, do you want to take these guys through? I mean, the two ops. I think you probably have better.
So because
I was on scout, so it's hard to talk for.
So I think just quickly, just to touch on the reason. So we basically got kitted up, got to the command tent, told them what our plan was going to be. That we was going to link with GRS 52. And then head out, and sort of got a good intel on the Russian base. We was going to hit that. Got to the command tent, and obviously Nathan was there. He's like, lads, and I think it was Steve as well. He's like, there's a ceasefire. I said, what, in game or out of game? He's like, out of game. We've had to call ceasefire. I said, what for? So apparently there was obviously a set up as part of the game. There was going to be a bit of a sort of a riot, a bit of a mock civil unrest at the police checkpoint, which the police were supposed to, quell with their riot shields. A bit of Gucci sort of role play would be nice. NATO were there as a bit of a backup just to help them. So, they'd pick out the guys that were causing the trouble, sort of giving commands and stuff, and then pull them in through the crowds. So at this point, we need to reiterate, okay, this is airsoft. It's role play. You can have a riot, you can have this, you can have that, but it's just airsoft. Anyway, Nathan was telling us that the Civ Pop guys who were playing those, I don't know who they were, basically managed to grab one of the lads that were playing the police force and physically drag him to the ground and start beating him with sticks. Now, I don't care who you are, right? That's not acceptable in any way, shape or form, right? That's too far. And rightly so, Nathan was telling us that the police at that point had enough. So they packed their shit and fucking left. They're gone. Do you know what I mean? And I do feel bad for them because it's, for me, that's one of the teams that put a lot of effort in. They put all the props. Obviously, we weren't there, we didn't see it. So we're just getting a second-hand account of it. But obviously, I don't know if Dragar was there. But yeah, mate, it's not cool. You get these guys that buy all the kit, buy all the props, put the effort in, turn up, Oh, sorry, Drew, that was one of your guys that got dragged down. Yeah, fuck. Either way, but it doesn't matter who it is. It's not cool. It's not acceptable. So yeah, they left. The police left at that point. So we've said to the Defiant guys, well, so what's the score? So someone's got physically assaulted, right? And because of that, I've paid my money to come and shoot, and I can't shoot. How does that work? And Tim knows, mate. I was fucking boiling, absolute at boiling point. Unfortunately, Tim got the fucking hairdryer treatment from me, just because he was the closest. Yeah, and guys, Defiant Milsim, like, mate, sorry, I do apologise. Yes, it was fake battens. I do apologise, but you're right. It doesn't change the fact that it shouldn't have happened. Yeah. I'm not saying that the Defiant guys weren't aware of. They know it's not on. They know it's not.
Yeah,
but again,
my push would have been to go, right, where's the negative part here? That you can be a diplomat for so long. And we'd expressed at this moment, I said, mate, if that was me, I'd have pulled the police to one side and said, guys, I see you've put a lot of effort in. Everyone's give really good feedback so far as to what you've done here. What can we do to stop you from leaving? And if they turned around and went, fuck that lot off, fine, I would have bowed to it. So that's my opinion. I wasn't there, didn't see it, but from, the thoughts from the leadership perspective, I would have gone, these guys have come up to the police stop that everyone's, kind of enjoyed the process of and caused a load of fucking shit, and now they want to leave. Yeah. Because the sad side of it is they will probably not come back without, hand jobs and fucking blow jobs to get them back.
Mate, yeah.
It's a shame because they've done it really
well. Fucking Christmas grip, you got no chance.
Yeah, Christmas grip and some ham, you're not going to get them back. So,
no.
At this point, I'd been really pissed off with being shot on the bikes, and Richie had been really pissed off with this kind of ceasefire. We've been at events with ceasefires before. Don't feel like, people that are watching this, me and you are just being, controversial. We're not. We've been through this a fucking million times. I've seen shit people turn up to events, good people turn up to events, been good comms, bad comms. I've seen the works. I haven't been around as long as him, but what we've done and the volume that we've done, we've seen a lot of it. And for things like this, it's sad because people that put that much effort in to leave halfway through the fucking event is gash.
And Tom and his, Drag, our guys, they're fucking nice guys. And not that makes any difference because it shouldn't happen anyway. But, and again, like you say, at which point something needs to be done. Something needs to be, there needs to be a benchmark set, to say, right, this is the bar. We will not, anything above that, we're not going to have it. It won't fucking stand. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise, people are just going to take the piss.
Yeah, yeah.
If they know they can bend and break the rules, they will, all day, every day. Yeah. So anyway, just moving on from that. So moving into night ops, we finally, and this is, and obviously this is not all negative, guys. Big props to sort of Nathan and James and that, because, we said to them, we're eager to get out, mate. We want to make the most of this. And they even said to us, look, guys, we're trying as hard as we can to get this event back on track, but we don't know if it's salvageable. And they were at that point, I love their honesty. For that part, the worst thing they could do is lie and go, oh, mate, it'll be fine, it'll be golden, go out, and then nothing. They were honest, which is, fucking bang on.
Yeah.
So we said, we're trying everything we can do to get it back on track. I was like, fine, okay. So they messaged back and forth. They went, right, we've got the go ahead. You guys can go out.
They essentially knew we were coming. That was the call.
Yeah.
That, they messaged them and said, right, we've got some boys out. They want to have a tear up. Give them a tear.
Let's have a fucking tear up. Let's have it. So big props to Nathan and James for squaring that away. So,
and all the Defiant team, because
it's they're the guys that've got to sit stand there and take the shit. Do you know what I mean? But it's what it is. So anyway, me and Tim pushed out on the east side of the map of the AO down the track that I'd been to before. I'd already routed this pre-mapped this route in when I linked up with Kieran and 5-2. Through up across the water, we ended up actually taking a bit of a divert off this other track, stopped to check the map, and literally put on this tiniest little IR light, and then literally fucking 5-2 was like, 5-1, I can see an IR light. Is that you? I was like, of all the chances, do you know what I mean? They were on the track and maybe like
about 20 metres up from us.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it literally, as according to plan, we linked up with 5-2, and you know, massive shout out to the GRS guys because you know their recce and their sort of eyes on they got for the routes in and routes out. You know, if it wasn't for them, they literally led us all the way in the infield, and it was a fucking long route in, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kieran is literally like the most detailed tom you could ever get. Yeah. He's fucking amazing with honestly, his lead in was perfect. He literally walked to the hammocks that the Rush 4 were sleeping in.
Yeah. Yeah, it was spot on. I mean, even to everything, you know, like there's a dip here, there's a ditch here, there's a bit of high ground here, blah, blah, blah. You know, his mapping of the train was fucking bob on.
Yeah, what
anyway, a long infill in. So we've turned up and we can see a little bit, there's a few red lights and stuff going on. We can see a couple of hammocks and a few bashers, not too much. And Kieran sort of just pushes out a bit further. As we catch up with him, he's like, lads, we thought there's about maybe 6 to 8 bashers here, you know, sort of sleeping sort of pits here. And he said, actually, now we're here, there's a lot fucking more. Like,
it was like walking into Aliens, you know, that nest where they think there's one egg in the middle and then it pans out. And
you're looking around, it's like basher, hammock, basher, hardcover, basher. I was like, oh, fuck. Anyway, and so those guys that were there will know on the Friday night, it rained quite heavy. So the early part of the day, you know, where the ground is still wet and soft, you could put heel to toe and, you know, there's not much noise. As the day got on, it got drier. The twigs and leaves got crunchier. So as you're stepping, crack, crack, crack. We must have got, what, 15 metres, I suppose, from the first sort of hammock setup. Yeah. And
Kieran got it, the woman in the hammock.
Literally, you could hear this girl going, guys, there's people coming. I can hear them. And literally, I just see Kieran just sort of slowly walk up, like get his gun, like pie the fucking hammock, and just basically point his gun in the hammock. at which point, I think she surrendered. But
yeah, I think from that point forward, there's no way of painting this for you. It was under green eyes, everyone in their pits. Especially for the first sort of 15, 20 people that we'd sort of clipped. Very quiet, very, very strategic. You could definitely tell that Kieran and those boys, the guy that he was with, have worked together a lot. Me and Richie sort of took one flank, they took another. Richie led on a bit, and we just put the whole site down. There was a little bit of resistance towards the end, but, you know,
I think for the first,
at this point,
for the first
20 people were dead.
For the first 10 minutes, I don't think we took a single round in return fire, did we?
No.
Like literally, you'd see a pit. Someone would like go to get out of that pit, whack, done. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Someone would open a tent, whack, done. Do you know what I mean?
I think this is the other thing when you look at events. You know, you probably could have had 15 people storm that and not do it as clean. I think the low numbers, real good comms, and guys that have worked together before enable situations like that to be so smooth. So as we're pressing towards the last few people, Richie went off on his own, just went on a bit of a Richie, killing spree. Rogue. You just heard this hit. Yeah, hit, I'm hit. Hit. Yeah, I'm hit, mate. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, I'm hit. Hit. And I'm just like, where has he gone? Where? Richie had pied like to the rear on his own and started bringing people in. No tracers, mate. Just through nods. As we were pushing up, this guy sat on the floor in plastic cuffs, I think, or his hands together, and he was like, guys, I'm a HVT. Can you get me out of here? And we were like, yeah. Let's do this.
Fucking right.
He had to be guided out on white light. So I went on scout and pushed on in front. The GRS boys. Is it GRS or GSR?
GRS.
GRS guys, sorry. The GRS guys.
SGR.
Just in case they were
HIV.
Just in case they were getting attacked, and Richie pushed in the middle with this HVT. So it works out as well that Nathan had put the HVT into play and was coming back to the fob to tell us about the HVT, and it got back to the fob, and then it got comms from Richie saying, Richie, 5-1, we've got the HVT, we're en route back to the fob. And Nathan was
Yeah.
like, how the fuck did they find out that I'd put HVT in play already, smashed the entire village, and then I'm on their way back? So, you know, for us, timing-wise, how clean it was for me was the best moment of the event by miles.
Yeah.
I'm a nighttime person. Richie's a nighttime person.
What would you say?
That's us.
What would you say the numbers were in that camp?
25 plus. Because I hit 4 people in under one basher. So and that was, you know, just one section. I reckon it was the full Russian squad. So I reckon about 25. Because Kieran and that took whole one side I didn't even see.
Yeah, they literally pied one side. We fucking got like
we pied
around the other. Yeah, just met in the middle. So
I mean, it was
really like Tim says, you know, we were leading the guy back, and you know, big props to the guy who was the HVT and the marshal that was with us, because the marshal was on us, like, mate, he was on our fucking coattails. You know, even the marshal was like, guys, because we were getting like, they were trying to shine white light to try and find us, try and catch us on the route out. Even the marshal was like, guys, I'm going to take my high vis off so I don't give your position away, and we'll come with you. So yeah, props for that. It was just little things like that. You think, oh, do you know what, mate? He's
fair play. Yeah,
he's not helping us, but at the same, I mean, he's not like, he's just being, you know,
down the middle
on the fence, which is good. So yeah, obviously we got back, dropped the HVT off. Then we got word that there. So what time do you think we got back? Midnight? It's about midnight, wasn't it?
Midnight, maybe a bit after.
Half 12?
Half
12? Yeah, because that's right. It was half 12 because we went to the command tent. Basically, what they said was the whole scenario was, you know, we're after this HVT. We're after this HVT codename Mirage, right? In the fact that we, you know, we're looking to sort of find this HVT, this person that's, you know, funding the Russians with whether it's arms or whatever, you know. So we come along this track, we're going down, blah blah blah, and we're on the way back, and we come across these 2 guys on this fucking track, just sat there, and I just halt the fucking section. Tim literally straight away, boom, on my left hand side without even saying a fucking word. Both IR lasers go on these guys. So I
was waiting for you, man. I see you start firing to get the geezer that was sat behind him. I see the laser go across the other geezer's chest. I was like, right. So I'm just pying around, and I'm literally just waiting for that zip. I was like, literally in the middle of his chest, waiting to let these 2 lads. They would have probably been hit by us 2 and Kieran
and Dan. Yeah,
they would have been.
So anyway, we get to these guys and I take a knee, and basically I'll get these guys, I tell them, you know, go through the whole sort of like possible hostile protocol, stand up, hands in the air, you know, fucking walk towards me, one at a time, search them, pat them down, next one, search them, pat them down, talk to them. And you know, these civvies, they give us some real good intel. You know, they were up against it, they were under duress of doing certain things. Sorry guys, just going to refocus this because there we go. So come up and we had a good chat with these civvies, you know, and it was awesome. I think it's good. It's a good bit of role play from these guys, which I think is
really good.
For me personally, just digressing slightly, for me, it was something that's, I think has got real potential with these guys. I really do think the Defiant, they've got that whole role play thing down. I do think if you know, if they just, as they grow and expand, I really do think this will be a good part of their storylines. I do.
Yeah, I think, you know, the grounding of this is that they've got great potential. They just need to hit a few things home. That's all.
Yeah,
and that's it. So we've seen companies come along and do a fucking lot worse. So you know, this is by no means a bashing. This is just us bit. And I said this is going to be straight. It was you know, at this point good.
So anyway, we spoke to these guys. They give us some intel about, you know, they're having a meeting at 2 a.m. at a certain location with he's off on a drinks run. So we're going to have a meeting at 2 a.m. Sorry, there's a meeting happening at 2 a.m. We need to basically put a CTR in. Now, that means close target reconnaissance for those that don't know, which means we need to get eyes on this meeting between the Mirage and the Russians. We need to get intel on what they're selling, what they're giving away, you know, IDs, what they look like, what the names are. Guys, we've got 10 seconds to go. We will resume this. So this has gone on a lot longer than I expected, so we'll be straight back. I promise. Hi guys, so this is part 2 of the debrief from Defiant Milsims of Backlash. Do apologise. This obviously rolled on a lot longer than I expected, so I do apologise for that. What we'll do is we'll just wait for Tim to join back in. Raider SW, Airsoft Jack, what's happening? Dragar, mate, Tom, it was awesome to catch up with you at the weekend, brother. Been a long time. RAO2, what's happening, Sam? Jamie Britt, Mr. Nomad, what's going on? Mondo Muti, welcome back, guys. Like I say, as soon as Tim comes back in, we will hopefully get this back on the go. Edwards Anthony, what's happening, dude? Welcome back, Defiant lads. I do dread to think the size of the gin that Tim's pouring. Does worry me. Here he is. So yeah, Tim, obviously we run out of time, so just had to start again, part two, sorry. So yeah, Tim, send us a request, mate, and we'll get this on the go again. Dazza Victor, trees next weekend? No, sorry, mate, I'm on holiday next weekend. We're looking at June, July though, so hopefully. Right, here he is. Here he is.
I can't. I know this sounds bad, but I've just poured myself a drink and can't find it.
You can't find your drink?
What do you mean? Come with me to find it. I've lost it.
How can you lose a gin?
I think I might have put it back in the gin cupboard with the gin.
This is like IWA all over again, mate.
I can't find it. We're going to have to... Well, there's the tonic.
Jesus.
So I made it here.
Come on, mate. Scout Recon. Here he is. What's happening, brother?
Not in there. It's not in there.
Mate.
I'm just following my steps. So I walk this way. And I'm allowed to...
Is it on the floor? I bet you put it on the floor somewhere. Hey, yes, he is.
There she is. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so apologies, guys. We run out of time, but we're back again. So let's pick up where we left off. So we got the intel from these guys. There was a meeting between the so-called HVT, aka Mirage, and the Russians, where the Russians are going to basically, I think, pay the Mirage with Russian goodies for ammunition and sort of like arms, etc. So basically an arms deal. So we've got the intel, got everything we need to do. So we're bouncing back to the fob with the HVT. So we come down and there's white light all over the place, like coming towards us. We're like, oh shit! They sent out, a search party to basically circumnavigate the site and hit us off from the front. Fuck! So basically we've split either side of the path, gone deep into the woods, and these guys are coming along with white light, and literally I've just on the comms, nice and quiet. And that is the good thing about the Raycals, you can whisper with this.
Yeah. On
the Raycals, Tim, I've got last man. I've heard back from Tim. Roger, I've got lead man. Literally just pecks on, wait till they got level with us. And unfortunately, the guys were already dead. They're already dead. But, they took it, they were fine with it. They were fine. But, so reorged, back onto the track, heading back to the fob. Again, got back about 12:30.
Yeah.
So at this point now, we're in a bit of a TL brief. We're just gassing between ourselves what we're going to do. RE, the meeting at 2:00.
Yeah.
So we've got the grid, got the location. Again, GRS boys pushed us out, took point, head us out, come down. We did actually get not lost a little bit. We struggled to find the lock stat, didn't we? The location.
Yeah, I think also we were heading sort of almost back towards where we were before, which was a little bit confusing. Is this, it was meant to be on a further track down, this burnt car.
But it was pitch black.
It was super, super dark. I think one of the key things here, again, when you spend a lot of time playing with someone, you kind of just choose to do your own thing. So those two lads decided to take the high grounds. Me and Richie hit the low grounds. But it was the strange thing was, and I said this when I spoke to Kieran afterwards, like we were having a chat about the whole team thing when we were back at the fob. And he just said, yeah, it just works. No, the low numbers, whatever. It's just a thing. Yeah. So them two lads just went, they didn't say anything. They just went, and they just hit the high grounds, and we just went off on our own.
It's just
that would have to be a strategic move within a team with most people. And I'm not saying that, you know, we're being elitist, you know, by saying, oh, well, we're better because we can do this. It just happens. It's very organic. Yeah. And when it's like that, it means that you can focus more on what's going on around you. It's just, I don't know, it's odd. And it always catches me off guard that, you know, so we head down, you know, we're on the bottom of this, we trudge across the bottom of this, this kind of flattened out area across where these ferns are, and we're opposite where the meeting is going to take place. So Richie has a little lay back. We've got 20 minutes to go through the nods. We're both just looking up at the stars.
I have a really bright idea. So I say to Tim, so what I'm going to do, when we get to the bottom of this hill...
the fucking IR silo.
I'll crack an IR silo. What it'll do, we'll lay a few on the ground. Hopefully it'll put some splash up. We can see their faces through nods, etc. Get an ID, you know, see what their faces look like, what they're wearing. The first IR silo I've gone, boof! It's basically fucking snapped. It's gone all down Tim's leg, over his boot. I've got one glowing fucking IR hand through nods, mate. It's literally like, looks like something out of Chernobyl. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly,
I'm like, oh, fuck.
It was hysterical. But at the same time, we're like, if they come down here in nods, they're just going to see this glowing leg and glowing hand floating through the air and shit themselves.
So anyway, like Tim said, like Tim says, we were laid back, just kicking back about 10-15 minutes to the rendezvous, and you see the white light coming down, head towards you come down, and for me, I'm sure Tim's the same. This was a really cool part of the game, really cool. Yeah. So you saw what was technically the Mirage. She came down, she called the Russians over, and they're having a bit of a powwow talking about, swapping Russian chocolate for NATO 556 and 50 cal for the Dushka and stuff. I mean, I thought it was awesome, mate. I love all that stuff.
Yeah, me too. And I think at one point I saw the Richie's IR PEC go on, and my PEC then went on, and I was like, is this the play, right? Because we couldn't talk at this point. We'd been heard. So as soon as the IR light went on, I was like, fuck it, we're about to get go time. So I popped up onto one knee, about to, we're on this bank, about to come down to begin to flank. And I thought, fuck, we're about to go. Anyway, when stuff started getting handed over, the PEC went off. I was like, okay, let's just reel this back and see what happens.
Yeah.
Meeting happens. We call into zero that we'd observed the whole thing. And then the next tasking was to follow them back to their fob, which again, probably, a good part for me. When you're following someone with nods on and you can get super close, I mean, super close, to the point you can see what they're carrying, what they're wearing, so on and so forth, and they have no idea you're there, and you've observed the whole thing. There's something about that, which I guess being like a stalker or a peeping Tom or something, I guess maybe it's more about the not knowing. But really, really good fun. Really good fun.
Yeah.
And no one else is out. I mean, the woodland was silent, absolutely silent at this point.
Another fucking bean, mate. Nothing at all.
So again, for me, we followed them all the way back to their fob. They bedded in, and then we managed to collar two guys walking back on the track with a load of ammo cans.
Yeah.
Richie's pulled out into the road. The rest of us have pulled out and put IR lights all over them. These boys were about to get smoked. They gave up a load more intel as well. They told us the position that they were in. They were being blackmailed, and they had families held at hostage and so on and so forth. So they were conforming. They told us about the tasking that they'd been given, to go on, and we got given some heads up on some other intel. Yeah. So for us, this is about 3 a.m. We'd done all the taskings that we needed to, but we decided to go and have a bit of a tickle on one of the bases. Just me and Richie, and we headed down just to cause a bit of bit of sort of early morning chaos.
Yeah. Also, mate, I did forget to put in the fact that when we actually headed out on the way to this this meeting about sort of 1 a.m. You know, we got a call sign from Zero Alpha saying, look, there's 4 guys coming down the track through the police checkpoint. We need to head them off. So literally, mate, like I've looked at Tim and Kieran and that lot. We shot up this track, left, bang, down the track, and when I say it's dark, not, you know, guys that use NV will know. Okay, when I say it's dark through NV, it's fucking dark. Like it was a clear sky, but the canopy cover was so huge.
Yeah,
it was very, very dark. So even we struggle with NV. People think NV is magic. It's not. If it's dark, it's dark. You can't see. So we've pushed down. Anyway, I've called a halt to the column. I've just said, like, I've just got eyes on a bit of movement a bit further down this track. Maybe it's got to be easy 100 metres, 100 metres plus.
100 metres.
It was a long way away, but I just saw some movement. So we, again, as you do, very organically, no words were needed. I pulled to one side of the track. I've looked back. Kieran's gone to the left. Tim to the right. Tim's gone to the left, etc. You just do it. So you've pulled in, and literally we've just waited, mate. We've put in a snap ambush, let these guys come within 15 foot of us, mate. 15 foot. The first guy, I've just pied this tree, put the peck on, whack. I've hit this fucking guy like square in the chest. And now this is where it turns to utter bullshit, right? Because
I wasn't happy about
So this is where we say it's not about being elitist. When we call people skirmishers, okay? Because perhaps we shouldn't use the label skirmisher. If you're a cunt, you're a cunt. That's it, right?
Yeah.
So do you know what I mean? Like we play this game. You know, when you get hit, it's honesty. It's honesty, honour, whatever you call it, right? So I've hit this fucking guy square in the chest with that 5 rounds. As he's laying down to the floor, he's put the fucking a 500 candle watt head torch on, right? But laid down, facing the head torch towards us. Now, irrelevant of whether we've got nods or not, that's irrelevant. If you're purposely aiming white light at someone, at your enemy, to help your teammates, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That is utter bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, it's not in the rules. I get it. It's not in the rules. You're just a cunt. That is it.
Yeah, it's just shit standard of play, especially when you're dead. You know, you got the guy got smoked, and then, you know, did that. And the other thing is like the guy behind him followed suit. So he got clipped a load of times. He put the light on his support gun on and put it down on the ground.
Yeah.
It's just a shitty way of playing. You know, maybe there isn't a rule against it, but you're damn right. You know, and the other side of it is when the first guy got hit, the rest of them stayed on the track but just went on their knee or went to ground, which for us was great. The guys that went into the actual hedgerow were more difficult to get rid of, but the guys on the road just got blitzed.
Not really. So just moving on from that. So as we try to clear, you know, push through the contact. So like Tim says, the rest of the guys just went to a knee, went to ground, just pushed slightly off the track. I've got fucking clipped in the shoulder because the guy's pointing his fucking white torch at me. So basically the rules were, if you got hit, you needed a medic, okay? But you're allowed to drop to a sidearm until you get shot again. Now, for me, a very, very complicated rule. Very complicated.
Yeah.
So I was able to get hit. I was on a knee. I was able to get hit, drop behind a tree, drop my primary. I was then able to pick up my sidearm, okay, pie the tree, see the guy across the way that shot me, bang, put a pistol around it. It was cold as fuck. It just went, just sort of like lobbed down. But I got the kill, you know. At which point, then obviously, I know I'm mag now. It is what it is, but I think it's a good rule if you trust the people to use it properly.
I don't like it.
No, but again, there's too many people that would abuse it. So anyway,
yeah.
So I dropped the third guy. I think Tim dropped the second one. At which point, Kieran has then pushed flank round to the right because he's gone. Turn your fucking head torch off.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't turn my head torch off. I'm dead. But you was able to turn it on when you was dead. How does that work? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think so. Then Kieran turned it off for him, from what I remember.
Well, literally, Kieran walked up to him. Has he turned the head torch off? He got clipped by the guy over there, and we both. I think me and Kieran at the same time went and said, "That's bullshit, mate. That's absolute bullshit."
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think I got Kieran back up, medied him medied you,
Mm-hmm.
pressed through the rest of that squad, you know,
Yeah.
put whoever down, back, whatever. Again, I don't like the rule. You know, I play the game. If I get hit, I'm hit, and I get medicked back in. I don't like going to a pistol.
Yeah.
I think there's too much abuse of it. I think it's a great idea. And the other
If
thing
everyone
about,
can be trusted.
if people can be trusted, and so one of the
Yeah.
things I said in the comms tent to Nathan and the other guy that was there, one of the other Defiant guys, older guy, grey beard, so mate, you've got to fucking know who's here. You've got to know who is here and what their caliber is. You know, it doesn't come down to, you know, because James said, oh, it's about money and, you know, we need to have the numbers to be able to access the site and all this lot. I totally get it. And you know, this isn't a dig at how the business structures run, but I said to him, it's quality over quantity all the time. I've done the trees with Richie and Sterling with 20, 30 odd players tops. And it's been fucking brilliant. And the nice thing is I know who I'm shooting at and I know who's shooting me. And out of that kind of community, there is a heavy, very, very high level of honesty. And I've seen people get a ricochet and go, fuck it, I'll take it. So in this case, I think, you know, for me, I think, you know, it is quality over quantity all the time. You know, if you need the numbers to get the site, fine, just make sure you get the quality. And, you know, you make sure that everyone's briefed. You know, there were some guys that didn't have the ID, some guys that didn't read the packs, they didn't know the comms nets, they didn't know this, they didn't know that. And it's like, you know, Nathan and his team have put fucking effort into making sure that you have got a comms pack and that you've got packs with the rules in. Read the fucking rules. You know, there's guys on the stream earlier saying, it was 10 meters. No, it wasn't. It was 3 meters. Read the fucking rules. It's in the rule book, 3 meters for a kill radius. I'm not making it up. I'm not saying it for fun. I'm not saying to dig them out. It was 3 fucking meters. I'll screenshot and post the conversation with Nathan and said, mate, it's 3 meters. That means I'm going to cop someone with a tag round. Can you make it bigger? So
look at just going back for that. Look at the Grey Fox event that I went to. That was invite only. So when you look at the numbers, there was maybe 18. Sorry, mate. There was like 18, 20 of us. There's maybe 18 or 20 task force, right? So maybe 25 task force. Then on Op4, there's maybe eight people.
Yeah.
And again, much like the Defiant, there were certain bits that were scenario based, and each section was sort of were like a different serial. But you knew who each person was, mate. Yeah. And the difference was is you knew when you got there your reputation was at stake. So you do not that you fuck about anyway, but you just don't fuck about, mate. It's your reputation. You know, everyone there is on a certain level of experience, expertise, and professionalism.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I pushed it with CAG when CAG was around. I've pushed it with I've pushed it with John and Darkwater. I've pushed it with everyone. You know a team who knows the team, fine. You know, guys that turn up on the day that don't conform to the rules, guys that fuck about, guys that misbehave. You turn around to them and go, you're not welcome back. You know, if you change, you know, if things change, fine, but you're not welcome back. You know, these guys that caused the issues, fine, you know, they'd be gone if it was my event. You know, the guys that shot us on the bikes, it's fucking disregard of the rules. The guys that had blocked colours on, I'd have turned over to them and said, take that off or fucking leave. At that point, sadly, you've got their money from a business ethic, and you've got the money from them. They're there to plan the day. They can't, you know, you can't conform to the standards. So you take the jacket off or you fuck off, and that's it. And that's the way the event should be run. And also, it means that you're worried to a certain extent about your standard and the caliber of person you are. I worry about that when I play. I want people to think that I'm honest, people to think that I play to the rules and I'll play to a certain standard. I think about that when I play. So if a you know guy says to me, right, can't wear a baseball cap, I won't wear a fucking baseball cap.
So look, and again, mate, it's that level of professionalism, regardless of who's about. So take for instance, okay, me and Tom from Dragar was pushing up on that hill 360, pushing up. He's fucking bounded forward. Basically, he's gone hit and fucking went to ground. I was like, fuck. Ditched my long. I said to him, right, crawl into cover, mate. And he literally, because that's part of the rules. So the minute rule was you can crawl to cover under your own duress. He's crawled to cover. I pushed forward, put a bandage on him, got his fucking tourniquet on. I said, right, mate, where'd that come from? He's like, I think it was down the fucking down there. Christopher, what's happening, brother? Hope you're good. He said, I think it's down the hill, and I've looked, mate, and there was no one there, and I mean no one, but there was contact from the right, and I went, mate, I think that might come off the tree. He's like, do you know what? It was so soft. He said, I think it was a ricochet, but he took it anyway. And I think, but there was not a single marshal in sight, mate, and that's the level of professionalism that everyone should strive to be at.
Right.
100%. It's just, mate, your respawn's not far. Fucking hell, like just take it, mate. Yeah. Like your reputation is, if you don't give a fuck about reputation, fine, you should be in the sport, Yeah. But
there's a lot that plays on honesty. So I think for one, the prep from Defiant was good in some cases. Mm-hmm. I think the fact that on the day, things like no vehicles after 9 o'clock, no QRFs, there was no pyro after 9 o'clock, and losing the map, I think was shit. I think whoever organises that site, speaks to the people around it, wanks people off to get it. You need to switch that up. You need to make sure that fucking 3 or 4 days before the event, all of those things are locked in stone. I'm not saying that it's all about pyro at night, but I had this issue with Sterling when Sterling said Copill was no pyro. I said it makes the fucking event more difficult. I know they weren't happy about it, but it's true, and it did make it more difficult because people were getting shot really close in CQB where they could have taken a bang and been done. Losing pyro at night for me, I think is difficult. I think it can be used very, very effectively. Tags, I think smokes, bangs can be used just as well at night as they can during the day. I think that was shown when me and Richie did the trees with all the guys, and we were on nods and we threw some bangs down the track. Remember that track we were on with Will and all that lot? And then these 2 guys just jumped out of a bush and went, "Yeah, we're here." And I was like, we would have been blitzed by them. It was just the fact that Will saw a bit of movement. I threw the bang down and caught 2 guys. Things like that happen, and it's why pyro's important. So,
I just think
stuff they could have done.
I get that there's certain things. Okay, so losing half the site, the pyro ban being changed, no vehicles after 9 o'clock. Okay, all these things. Okay, I get it. At the time it's out of Defiant's control, but at the same time, like if it was like you just said, mate, just reiterating your comment, it should have been locked in stone about a week prior. Gone right. Just whoever it deals with the site owner, the landowner, surrounding areas. So right, there's going to be bangs, there's going to be pyro, there's going to be vehicles, there's going to be bikes whipping about, all sorts. So if you're not happy with this, let's get it squared now.
Buy them a fucking weekend in London. Send them a hamper, whatever.
Mate, do whatever you need to fucking suck a dick. I don't care. Just do it. Now, I'm a big believer, mate, in the customer. The customer comes first, and the customer is right. So people pay a lot, mate. So as if airsofters don't already put enough money into their kit. Okay, we all do. We're all guilty of it. We're all fucking gear whores. We all put a lot of money into that. Okay. Now, if I then pay another 65 quid, 100 quid for an event, and they go, all right, so you've paid for this package here, okay?
Yeah.
But now you're going to lose this, but there's no change in price.
Yeah.
To me, as a customer, I've lost out.
Yeah. Well, it's like buying a pair of trainers and going, actually, mate, you're not going to get the laces, and we're not going to give you any way of fucking sort. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was a product buying, you're detracting from the product.
And I don't think there's any difference, mate. You're buying a product. If you're earning money from it, it's a business. You're earning a product. And I'm not digging the Defiant guys out. This isn't. That's the way I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I just think if someone is earning money out of it, you need to provide to the customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in it, that's priority number one.
Yeah.
But that being said, mate, I think the Defiant guys, they really did push heaven and earth to try and make this work. They really did. They literally, they even said that we're trying everything we can to get this back on track. And they took all the comments on board. And for me, I really hope they take from this and they evolve, because there's some stuff in their games that was so good, so good. I think they will do well. I really do. And they're super nice guys as well.
I think that helps. I mean, they're nice lads, and I think they just need to look at this as a big fucking learning exercise and go to their whiteboard, wherever it is, and write down the issues they had. I mean, they've just put in there, we had calls on the day due to complaining neighbours. I mean, they should have been warned. If you want my honest opinion, you should have told them what was happening beforehand. I mean, this is hindsight, and I'm speaking after it's happened, which is always a cunt. It's probably not what you want to hear. I'm not disagreeing with you. Look, I stood and told James and you, Nathan, whoever's running the account, my thoughts on the fucking day. I said, you're mugging yourself off by letting people break the fucking rules. And I said, you're mugging yourself off by not treating the people that are playing by the rules with the upper hand. I meant that in my respect when I said to James that the guys had shot me on the bike, and James reiterated to me that, he had spoke to the geezer who did it, and the guy did it, said he didn't know we were on the bikes. He said, look, I've got a toss up here of who to believe. I wasn't there myself. So at the end of the day, you should fucking believe me. I brought it to you. I told you about it. Look at the situation. Look at, all the full scenario. That should be the way that it was addressed. And it didn't. And I think I also said by allowing people to break small rules will go on to break other rules. And that's what happened. It's one of those, block colours, little things, boonies, whatever it is, just fucking enforce them. Calm down, and people know that they won't mess about.
Just nip it in the bud, mate.
Nip it.
I think if you nip it in the bud early, it's because like you just said, mate. If you let someone get away, if you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile.
Mate, we're talking about airsofters and the community and the type of people, and it's a very mixed bag of personalities and attributes of character and different people. And some people will, some people won't, but there's the majority of people that will take the piss. And we saw that. Me and you were stood in the fob, and a load of lads walked out with boonies. And I went, he's wearing a boonie, he's wearing a boonie, he's wearing a boonie. I said, what the fuck is that about?
Why can't I bring mine?
Small, and like all the lads that rolled out with, I think it was Apex, not throwing Apex in the bin or whatever, but there's a load of Apex lads, I think. I'm not sure, I might be wrong, correct me, but with solid colour green soft shells.
I don't think it was. I think they were all in Multicam Tropic, I think. But anyway, you like to say, mate, there was rolling green soft shells, tan soft shells,
How did you boys view the Indig? Do you know what? I thought the Indig lads were pretty good. We didn't really have too much of a tear up with them, but some. Yeah, I thought some of them were all right. I mean, I come through past a few of them on the track, and they seemed all right. They seemed to just be cracking on. They weren't armed. We had a bit of a gas with a few of them, but I couldn't say for all of them. We didn't see him.
Do you not, mate? I take that back. I think the first sort of running we had with the Indig guys was when we got clipped on the bikes. So we were in a shit fucking mood. And to be fair, the guys tried dicking with the kit. And I was like, I kept my mouth shut. I want to say, just not fucking now, not now. But that's our issue, not theirs. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think we really had enough of running with them to sort of say, really, mate. To be fair.
So blatant disregard for any rules all weekend. That's what Sideshow said from Spartan.
Winks, mate. What do you mean? You got a lot of grief? In what sense, mate?
Yeah, Winks. Just let us know what you mean by that. It's tough to. But I mean, when you put one of these events on, there's a lot of complications that you could have, especially with those numbers and those amount of moving parts. You've got 3 teams and 3 groups of people to keep busy. I also think that Nathan and his team definitely need to step onto a pedestal and realise that they need to grab everyone by the dick and make sure that the weekend's controlled by them. So if it's guys that are in their pits and they're meant to be on stag, you need to go up there and go, it's big boy fucking pants time, and go, get the fuck out on stag or fuck off home. I've been at Stirling when Matt or Ben has gone into a building and Ben has lifted his glasses up, which he does very rarely when he's going to shout, and shouted in a building and shit the whole fucking building up for guys to get out on stag. I've been there. He's had to do it. These are people that are paying £100+ to be there for a weekend, plus travel, plus everything. Guys, Dutch, you know, Netherlands, everywhere. And Ben has gone in there and screamed and shouted at him. The same as what Richie was saying earlier. I've seen them make people take fucking items of clothing off. That is that's the caliber of people you're trying to attract by putting Milsim into your title. That is how you need to run an event. It needs to be strict. It needs to be by the numbers. I told you this, so did Richie on the fucking day. You have to do it. This isn't coming from, you know, a skirmish team or a Milsim team. This is coming from two people that have been there and done it for a donkey's years. We're telling you how to do it because that's the way it's done, not because it's the way we like it. You know, we don't want glamorous treatment. We're telling you this is how it's going to make your event better. Go and tell people how to fucking do it. So if guys are a kip, guys that, you know, oh, I'm feeling a bit dehydrated or all that, the bullshit that I fucking heard at the weekend, say to them, guys, you've got a team, get out on stag, get your shit together. It's not down to me to tell your team to hydrate. Your team should be on that. Me and Richie remind each other during the day, mate, if you have any water, what's your... Oh, I'm just going to glug of water. We do it.
Yeah, get some food, mate. Get some grabbing. If you want this, if you want that.
Get some scrap, mate. If you want something to eat, you hungry? Mate, that is part of being a team. You know, that is... You know, that is something that you guys need to do. Like I say, no... So, me and Richie would have done the fob, what? Between me and you, I reckon I would have got... Me and you would have gone top to bottom, including doing the tent, I reckon in 7-8 minutes. Tops.
Yeah. Easy mode. Completed it. So just quickly, Winks is saying he got pulled for being too far in character. Defiant saying he got pulled for going too far. Be interesting to see the backstory on that.
Hold on. Winks. Sorry, Winks. I'm trying to work out. Oh, Winks. I come past you on the bike. Were you in all black? You had a black burqa on. If that's you, just put in a little smiley or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think there's definitely a tepid line that fluctuates throughout the weekend. People get a bit tired, and they get a bit aggy when they don't eat and whatever, and people can get a bit salty. But at the end of the day, my opinion, indigenous populations, civ pop, whatever you want to call them, are there to antagonise and push the limits. They are. That's my view. Richie might agree, might not. I've seen this go both ways. Richie and I were at an event at Carewent, and the civ pop followed a team of our ex-friends around for the whole weekend. They got a fuck ton of intel. They done civ pop perfectly. Followed them, asked for chocolate, asked for sweets, spoke to them. Every bit of comms that was coming through one of the guys' loudspeaker went back to zero. They done it incredible. Literally, our old team got smoked by civ pop. When civ pop stood in the road, laid down, caused shit, they were perfect. I think when it comes to grabbing people's kit, being a dick, you know, verbal, getting abusive, I think that has to go out the window. You've got to play it intelligent. That's my opinion.
See, See, what I don't get is like you just saying, mate. So there are people coming up, like women on the bikes, like dicking with the bikes and stuff, and like usually, I mean, we were pissed off at that point, okay? In the fact that like we'd just been fucking shot by Rush 4. Indig were coming up messing with the bikes and stuff. I was like, I'm not in the fucking mood. But that's our problem, okay, at that time. But so as the day progressed, Indig were coming up again, usual thing, like going, oh guys, no, don't shoot us. We're just walking our dogs or walking our sheep, whatever. Usual shit they try and get away with. It's not normally the Indig that's the problem. It's the guys that don't know how to deal with it. So they were coming up. I watched this guy walk down. I went, and I was about 100 meters out. I went, fucking watch him. If he's civ pop, tell him to go. Like, do you know what I mean? He shouldn't be here. He's in the middle of a firefight. He needs to go. Yeah. And sure as shit, mate, whoever it was, civ pop, pulled a fucking pistol, drop one of our guys, and then fucking run off. I've drilled him in the back. He took it. Was like, yeah, fucking fair one. At which point you need to react. Like you just said, mate, it needs to be organic. You need to react to it. You know, if you're a civ pop and you're somebody you shouldn't be, you need to go. You need to go, or you're going to get shot.
Yeah, I learned a lesson.
And I think, from. Go on, mate. Sorry, go on.
no, I'm just, you were there as well. I learned a lesson from Jeff at CAG, who had a burqa on, and he was like, don't shoot, I'm friendly, but really played the part well. Got right close to, I think it was me and Jono. This was at Northern Alliance when we went up for the MVG training, and he was like chatting away, chatting to me, and just went, boom, dropped an impact at my feet. I was so pissed off with myself because we'd gone up a long way to do some training, and Jeff is, if any of you guys know Jeff from CAG.
Yeah, mate. Take it easy, brother. Hope to see your face soon.
Yes, I love you, Recon. But if any of you guys know Jeff from CAG, you'll know the guy he is and what he does. So it was embarrassing and whatever. And so I remember speaking to him afterwards, like, fucking hell, mate. He was like, look, you have to treat everyone as hostile. Everyone.
Yeah.
If they're in a firefight, if they're coming 10 metres too close, they come 5 metres, you put a shot at their feet. If they don't move, they've got something that they want to do. There's something they want to prove. And indigenous populations, enemy, OP4, whoever, they have to act like that. They can't not be scared of being shot. They need to feel they need to feel the fear. And so it's part on you and part on them. They can't walk in there and go, yeah, fuck off, mate, do what I want. Because
I'm trying to find my sheep and walk right to the middle of a fucking contact.
Because they're going to get shot, they're going to die, and they need to feel like they're going to die. And then on your respect, you've got to think, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they here? Why are they risking being in a live, active environment to be 5 meters from someone who's armed? And so because of that, I learned a big lesson. So when I see teams, and I've seen this a lot, get hassled, kit pulled, radios turned off. Me and Richie was at Darkwater with Bristol Recon. Me and Bristol Recon lads are bonded for life because they managed to walk into our fob behind where me and Richie was, stab our leader and also stab me. And we had a good giggle about it afterwards, but they were they allowed them to walk in. He had a knife in his rear buckle of his back belt. And I love no disrespect, got absolute lot of love for the Bristol Recon lads. Lots of love. They're fucking awesome. You know, it's getting the balance right. And that is done by good marshalling, and that's done by a good brief.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also, mate,
catch up with the comments. Sorry, guys, got a lot of comments.
Yeah. And I think, you just said, and SEO, what's happening, Terry, brother? You need to find that balance, and I think the only time you find the balance, mate, is through time served and experience, okay, and word of mouth. So you will hear on the grapevine, mate. Airsoft, we're a very small community, really, in the Milsim. Milsim is a very small community. So what you'll hear is, like, Bristol Recon, fucking sound guys, you know, whether they're playing Civ Pop, whether they're playing police, they play the role to its boundary. Do you know what I mean? They'll play it as far as it needs to go. They won't over fucking step the mark. They won't start dicking with people's kit or being just idiots. Yeah. You know, they're very, very clever. You need to hear and feel out the grapevine, find out who's doing what roles well, you know. And if you want to put in a good event, you need to finger pick who you want to come to your event and play what role, because otherwise, unfortunately, just like this one, you get people turning up just thinking they can take the piss. But it's until you do a couple of events, you know, unless you're going to handpick who you want coming, you have to do the events to go, all right, well, actually, do you know what? These guys didn't play this role so well. They took the piss here, and here, or, you know, they didn't quite play it as I expected to. A lot of it is just experience, mate. And, you know, unfortunately, you can't buy that. You just can't.
No, I don't think you can. I think, you know, it does take a little bit of time. I think the Bristol Recon lads have been around the block, so I think that's fair.
Yeah.
You know, and look, you know, by the...
2 minutes.
Yeah, go on, mate. So I just want to say, you know, we go to these events, I think, expecting quite a high level. Richie has obviously been around, you know, Tier 1, Sterling and all the rest. I've done CAG events and Sterling. And so when people put Milsim as a title of an event, I expect a very high caliber. And a lot of you guys that knew me as Random Trashy before the Heresy group will know that I've dug out a lot of companies that have done these Milsim events, but they stop at 8 o'clock and they start at 9 o'clock the next morning, and they let, you know, walk-ons join, and the day completely changes. And so on and so forth, right? You know, that's their Milsim event. And, you know, a lot of them I've done. And so the caliber, I expect when people put Milsim into a title, I expect it to be very, very different. I expect the event to be, you know, full bore, you know, big boy rules, as a lot of people put it. And I expect the caliber of people there, I expect it to attract a Milsim crowd. And when it doesn't, I think that's slightly disappointing for me, which is probably down to, you know, like Richie said, the experience that I've had. When it comes down to, you know, who turns up on the day, I think someone put it in the chat earlier, if you're still here, and said, you know, you can't control who turns up to these events. No, individually you can't. But as a company, you fucking can. And it's very easy now to see what experience people have got, and just, you know, to kind of, like Richie said, you know, to kind of figure people out. And so when it comes down to understanding the caliber of people you've got at the event, it's very, very easy to see on the day. And I also think, you know, for Nathan's respect, he was in our comms tent, which was great for him. It meant that he could be our single point of contact, and he was there at all times. I think you also need people out on the ground kind of feeling out what the fuck is going on. I think Sterling do that really well. I don't speak to them like they're fucking gods, but they do this very well, and they've been doing it for a long period of time. They'll have guys out on the ground feeling things out, feeling where the contact is, reporting stuff back, and that really does help. You know, we've been in slow flow kind of BB lobbing contacts for long periods of time, and normally they'll RTB or they'll plan something else. Why the fuck are we getting brought back? We're in a contact. A lot of the time it's because the contact isn't going anywhere, and it took me a long time to realise that, but that's
it's
true.
It's all part of the bigger picture, really, isn't it? That's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I think, like, you know, the Sterling guys, and again, not, you know, unfortunately they've been. It's like anything. You could be a blacksmith. You could make fucking beds. You could be make shoes. If you do it long enough, mate, you'll be the best at it. You know, and Sterling have been around so long, mate. They've just nailed it. And it's, you know, and what I don't want is the Defiant guys to get, you know, despondent by this. In the fact that, you know, everyone has to start somewhere.
From it.
You're going to get good. You're going to get bad. Like Legion had like one good one. Yeah. The next one was fucking an absolute shitter.
Yeah, I went to one and it was shit. So I was shit.
But then, you know, I went with Jamie Britt and Beefy and the Dad guys. We had a blast, mate. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We had a right blast. So, you know, it's going to be like this.
So I just want to address something, and I think James has brought it up. James Carson. I want to address that question specifically because I think there's a mistake that Richie mentioned that you haven't seen in the earlier live stream that addresses that.
Yes.
Elitism is me saying, I won't play with you because you're not using a TM and wearing cry. That's elitism. Yeah. So elitism is me disregarding you as an individual because of what you have or what you're using. Selecting people for an event is not elitism. It's not, you're not choosing them because of what kit they've got. You're choosing them because of how they're going to react or act within the environment of action. So I'm not going to turn around to you and go, James, I'm sorry, mate, you can't run with me and Richie because you don't run a fucking recoil. That's elitism. Yeah. Me turning around to you and saying, look, mate, I don't think you should come to the trees with me and Richie because it's a fucking tough environment. You haven't been there before and we're on recce ops. There's a very big difference between the two. And I think a lot of people... Sorry, mate, go on.
Yeah, and like you say, like, you know, say for instance, I say, look, I don't think the trees are for you. Like, I don't really want you rolling with us at the trees because it's going to be undulating terrain. It's going to be fucking freezing. Say for instance, January, like when we went, it's going to be fucking freezing, -10, okay? And, you know, you're just starting out and you've, you know, you've got a 2-season sleeping bag and a set of Tesco trainers. I'm generalising here, but it's not about whether you have or haven't got the kit. It's about your mindset and preparedness for that event. Do you know what I mean? Like your skill level. Like I say, if you're okay, for instance, I heard a lot of it this weekend. You know, blah blah blah, call sign, da da da. This is 551. What's your lock stat? Da da da, whatever. Yeah, we're just on top of the hill. There's some guys coming in past the checkpoint, and we're gonna blah blah blah. And past 6 or 8 seconds on the comms, anyone that knows, you start to lose the power off the signal. So after short, sharp, right. Okay, 5-1, 0 Alpha. This is 5-1. Contact report. Break. Back on. You know, if you don't have your, I'm not saying you have to be at a certain level to attend a Milsim, but you kind of do. Yeah. You kind of do. Like, you've got guys, we all pay the same money, but why should I pay this money, okay, and expect this level when you pay the same money and come in at this level, and then you're bringing my experience down?
Yeah.
It's not elitism. It's just, it all comes down to, again, customer experience, I think.
Yeah, I think James. So I presume that James is just asking this out of intrigue and to see where we sit with this.
Yeah. It's not. No, it's not. It's not digging. It's just yeah, sure.
You know, so my thing is that I can give a fuck what you use. My thing is about attitude. It's about being on pace.
Absolutely.
So I normally with our team, what me and Richie do, I normally do a lot of scout. I normally go out in front. When it comes to contact, Richie does a lot of the team lead stuff. He does a lot of the comms. It's not because we feel like that's what he should do. It's because that's what he's fucking good at. Richie's good at comms. He's good at shooting people in the face. I'm good at being out in front and doing a bit of scouting. It's just where we sit. And I think that takes time to get to. And I think, you know, we've done a lot of events. You know, would I turn around to someone who's been playing for a few months, wants to do a Milsim and say, go to the trees? No, I fucking wouldn't, because it's tough. The terrain's hard. The weather there's difficult. It's a big valley. Weather rolls in really quickly. We saw a beautiful sunny morning with a real cold snap. And then, you know, nice weather again. It's not just elitism is picking on someone or being an elitist. It's saying you can't, you know, me and Richie won't drink with you because you ain't got a Ferrari. That's elitism. Yeah. Being strategic and smart is something else. If you're 18 stone, you've got no kit, and you really struggle about on a skirmish day, just being fair, you're not going to roll with us at the trees because you're going to struggle like fuck. Not just kit, but fitness, mentality, everything. It just doesn't wind up together. And
I just think,
fitness is a big part of this. Like it, lump it or not, it's a big part of this. I spoke to a few lads this weekend that were struggling going from our fob to 360.
Yeah.
They were open.
I mean, just to sum it up, mate.
Like, guys, this is a breeze.
I think Jamie Britt summed it up, mate, in his comment, in the fact that we've all been there. Okay, we've all done this. So in the fact that, what did he say? Having good kit, right? It's not, you know, it's a sign of experienced player. So there's two types. Okay, you get guys that are just fucking minted, or mummy and daddy buy you win. Go there, go make this $3,000. Go and buy nods, go buy cries, go buy TM recoil. Off you go. And, you know, from our experience, mate, you could learn to tell the difference. There's guys that have all the kit, that are dripping in kit, but are fucking bandy as fuck, mate, right? But then you get guys that have built their kit up over years. They buy something, doesn't work. Oh shit, I learned from that. I'll buy the next one up from that. Better. I'll buy a 2-season sleeping bag from Tesco's. I was fucking freezing. Fuck that. I'll get a snug pack 4-season.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You build the kit up because you learn. So it's not about, just because you've got good kit doesn't mean that, you know, you're elitist, or you know, it just means you've learned, mate. It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
You buy, like, same as we're all the same, mate. We've bought kit because we've had something that doesn't work. We've binned it off, and we've pushed it on to the next level because we don't want to be out in the field and fail. That's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Is to be out the field and for nothing to fail.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Yeah, and I still regularly find stuff that fails. I had an under blow up inflatable bed underbled that broke this weekend. So you know, stuff fails all the time. I'm just going to try and you know, Kieran luckily has put in a really, really good comment, and I think this defines what you should expect from going to an event. It says too many people turn up with a skirmish or battle sim mindset and attitude, whatever you want to call it, is fucking key. Is absolutely key. There is nothing more important than your mindset, because if you've got the right mindset, no matter what size you are or whatever, what kit you've got, you can push through. I've seen some guys in shit kit, in bad conditions, push through. It's mindset. And I'm a big advocate of it. I'm willing to run with anyone who's got the right mindset. That's hands down. So
I think that's the underlying statement, mate.
Head to toe in DPM, you've got a 2-tone gun, but you're willing to go ham and push yourself. 100%. You can run with me any fucking time.
Yeah.
There is a level of comfort that you get from kit. So, you know, I had quite a cold night, but it wasn't as cold. I've got a good sleeping bag and I've got a good tent. And I kept dry because when the showers came, I put all my kit away. So there is something that comes with kit. But, you know, it's really tough. But I just want to say that elitism is very, very different. Elitism is, you know, you're not cool enough. That's never something that's
obviously
said.
Like James Casey, like, mate, obviously, you know, hopefully, mate, we've answered your question, but you've come back with an absolutely perfect point in the fact that, you know, like us, you started off with a South African vest, got an Osprey, then moved on to a JBC. You know, we all upgraded, we all evolved.
Gay.
But what do you know what I mean? Though, it's a whole evolving process. You know, you buy a bit of kit, you go, oh, actually, this is quite shit. It doesn't work. Get on to the next bit of kit. Actually, this is shit. Move on. You know, so you're absolutely right, mate. We've all been there. We all strive for the next level. But you know, suitable for me. Yeah, and you do, mate. You know, at the end of the day, you have to sort of find the kit that sort of works for you, and that it's always that ever moving struggle. And then once you find the kit that works for you, you'll then evolve into what kit works for a certain role. Yeah, and then obviously that's when you end up, you find you've got too much kit.
Yeah. So someone just said, mindset for this weekend equals make it difficult for the Heresy group. You know, what we've also managed to do is put ourselves in a position where people know who we are, and that does make it more difficult for us because, you know, we've both been HVTs at Sterling events. We've been HVTs at other, you know, I was HVT at Darkwater. Charlie and his lads were trying to get their hands on me and a few others. And for us, you know, we're in a position where this isn't about going out and driving for, we want to smash everyone. You know, we do these debriefs so that Defiant can hear what we've got to say, so that other people can hear what we've got to say. And so, you know, people don't think we're elitists. You know, if me and Richie wanted to, we could go out and spend a lot of money on kit. It's not a brag. It's just the truth. It's the way it is. We could go out and drop a load of money on kit. We drop money on stuff that we feel like we need, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it. We buy what we feel like we need, you know, and that's it. And so, you know, I think every airsofter's attitude is that, you know, people turn around and go, oh, I really like the look of that gun. They go and buy it. That's it. And, you know, when we're doing these types of events this weekend and you see people turn up without kit, it's not that I think, oh, what a fucking idiot. I look at them and think, God, they're going to be uncomfortable. Yeah. How much water are they carrying? How much food have they got? The guys haven't got a sleeping bag. One of the guys I looked at had a day sack with a ground mat on the bottom. Just a ground mat. So whether he's got a basher and a ground mat and no water, that's shit. Whether he's got maybe no basher and just a ground mat and he's going to sleep on that and then the rest of it is food and water, okay, but still shit. It's not looking at people with disregard. It's thinking how comfortable they're going to be, you know, and how efficient they're going to be. If you don't get any sleep at all, none, you're going to be a pretty angry bear when it comes to Saturday or Sunday morning, whatever. Yeah. You know, you're not going to be fucking happy. If you've had a load of water and food, but you get no sleep, it's still pretty shit. If you get, you know, a bit of sleep, but you wake up with a banging headache because you're dehydrated as fuck and you've run around like crazy. It's just, I'm thinking of the efficiency of the team. And, you know, we've learned the hard way of putting the graft in and not bringing this or not bringing that. And
I mean, like, you know, like for instance, you know, I kept looking at my case thinking, am I bringing too much? Like, you know, I looked at the weather report, weather looks good. It's going to be cold as fuck, but dry. So I was like, I think I said to you, I went, do I even need to put my basher up? I don't think I do. Sure as fuck, mate. Glad I brought it because the rain started to come down.
Rain coming,
put the basher up, and mate, it was fucking good. And but like you say, mate, you know, it comes from that experience. You learn. So I knew it's going to be cold as fuck. And like you found out, mate, the ground was cold, mate. So
ground was
me being in the hammock, I was off the ground. I was still chilly, but not, you know, not horrendous.
So Winks has got it here. He said, look, I was genuinely worried about the guys I see Saturday. So were we. And we've got to play alongside them, right? So if I go down and Richie goes down, we need to get medics. We need to get medic by lads that are on point, rolling forward, play the drills. You know, we're there as a team. It's a team thing. You know, if it's me and Richie against everyone else, I'd have not a lot to worry about when I'm going to get gin and tonic in and send some texts. Other than that, I wouldn't have to worry too much. Gins. But when you see lads turning up with minimal kit like that, I think, fucking hell, like, where's the caliber? Where's the bar set? This isn't elitism by saying the guy hasn't got a fucking Mystery Ranch backpack. I'm just saying the guy hasn't got enough kit to be comfortable and to be efficient. Yeah. And then there's also the fitness side of things, which, you know, is forever a bugbear of mine. The ground's fucking tough. When you've got a plate carrier on and all your other shit, and you carry around, you see some lad fucking on a knee, and he's like 50 metres from his fob. I think, fuck, like, mate, you're going to struggle. It doesn't mean everyone's got to be, you know, Mo Farah, but it does mean that there should be some consideration of, like, if you really want to enjoy the hobby and get out, fucking smash it, just should be something you should consider. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's a tough one to address because there's such a wide spectrum of people. I know some guys that play Airsoft that are uber fit and take it really seriously. And then, you know, there's other guys out there that don't and that get by. But part of it is definitely mentality. Kieran smashed it with that comment. You know, it's...
So just reiterating like what you said, mate, in the fact that, you know, there was such a wide variety of people at this event so the different levels of skill set at this event were like literally, mate, it's two ends of the fucking spectrum, mate. It really is. So you had guys like us who knew full well, so we'd plan to go out all day, like Kieran, like 5'2", GRS guys plan to go out all day, full Bergens, couple of hours kit before sundown, get up, kit on, night time.
Oh, yeah.
To me, there were guys that really wanted to turn up for a 2-day skirmish. They turned up. They went ham all day. Soon as sundown,
they didn't,
mate. Whatever. They're not even ham, mate.
They went to an obs position. I wouldn't say ham because ham for me is like them pushing hard.
Oh no, they got
a defense position and then back to their bed for. They went to bed. Some of them lads. Not going to say who, but they're in bed. When I rolled out at 9 o'clock, those lads were snoring. When I come back in at 4, they were snoring. When I was up at 6, they were snoring. That is no bullshit. That's not digging anyone out. That's not trying to be fucking cool. Right. That's fucking fact. Absolute fact.
Otford was the same, mate.
Fast asleep.
Mate, Rustful was the same, mate. Like, as soon as the sun went down, we didn't hear a fucking dicky, but even before sundown. Do you remember I tabbed from you? I went from like J2 northbound, pretty much through the whole site to you.
Yeah.
And it was I'm wide, mate, thinking I'm gonna get fucking contacted with it. There was no cunt about. From fucking 6 o'clock onwards, everyone was in bed. Because in that skirmish mentality, they normally play from 8:30 till 4.
Yeah.
And then it's 10. And then obviously they have a good night's kit. Sunday got up, right, we'll go again. To me, mate, there were a lot of guys that turned up thinking we'll have a you know, we'll go in on Saturday, we'll smash it, blah blah. And then they fucking peter off. And then on the Sunday, they do the same thing again. They go, index at 11. Done.
Yeah.
You know, it's that whole... It's bollocks, mate. It's a Milsim. Like, and I've said this before, I said this to everyone. If you turn up to Milsim, I don't care who you are, you can be fucking Superman. You can't push and burn at that sort of level for the full 24 hours. I don't care who you are.
No.
You have to pace it. You have to slow your pace down. You know, get your rest where it's needed. Get your water. Get your food where it's needed.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't last a full event, as these guys didn't. You know, and that's why. And that is why, mate. That's why they got smashed in their pits.
That's why they got smashed in their pits, and they didn't even bother getting out. Some of them. You know, I guess I can talk about what I do, and luckily me and Richie are fairly in sync. We normally go ham until about 7, 8 o'clock at night, maybe sometimes earlier, depending. If it's winter, we normally go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. If it's summer, it's normally about 9, 10. We'll sleep for a few hours, and normally wake up. Sometimes have a bit of scran, depending on how we're feeling. If not, we'll go out, and then we'll be out to about. So I'm going to try and get Richie on here. Just give me 2 seconds. Let's see if we can get Richie on. Sorry, guys. We jumped onto my one. Valley, what's up, brother? Jake, how's it going, dude? Raider, what's going on, dude? Kieran, thanks, mate. Peace. Let's try and get Richie on here. Here he is. Here's your boy. But yeah, that's what we normally do. So we normally will go out, get a little bit of sleep. And then we normally go out at night. And that's down to the nods, right? You know, there's no yes boy. There's no.
Sorry about that. No, that don't happen there, mate. Sorry.
That's all good. There's no hiding the fact that we're both like the night.
Yeah.
So we will sleep around that a couple of hours. It's never normally more than that. We normally sleep. We'll go out till 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, then sleep till about 7, 8 o'clock, maybe.
Yeah.
Sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but around that time. And then normally the other players are up. They've had their good night's sleep. They're out rolling, so we can get some defence up. But we do like going out at night. So for us, that works incredibly well.
Yeah.
I think in the grand scale of what everyone should do, it depends on the kit you've got. If you've got really good fucking night vision, make sure you use it. Go out, do the nighttime thing.
Yeah.
If you haven't got night vision, get sleep at night. Let the nods lads go and do their thing. But, you know, defend the fob, do your stag, whatever. And it really depends where you're comfortable.
But it's not even that, mate.
It works.
Whether you've got nods or not, right? So the guys that roll up to us about... what time do we get back? About 12:30? No, about 1 o'clock.
It was about half, I think, the first time. And the second time we got back, I think
when we hit that patrol on the way out past the police checkpoint.
Oh, fuck.
1 o'clock?
Yeah, 12:30, 1.
So,
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Anyway, 1 o'clock, right? Even if you've got MV, it's dark. It is dark as fuck. So I don't care whether you've got MV or not, right? Okay. These guys from Rust 4 pushed up, patrolled out, trying to hit us at a fob. I think about 2 guys had MV. The rest were on sort of like little red light, you know, helmet torch, whatever, head torch. Because it was dark, like without either red light or NV, you couldn't see shit. You couldn't see nothing. But what I mean is, so they pushed up, even on under red light. Okay,
a long way as well from there, Bob.
It was a long way for them. Now, I don't. You know, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that they've. So it's about them again. It's about the mindset, mate. You know, they've gone out. They've pushed up all the way this way to us to hit us. When, you know, under red light and sort of white light. So just people just go, oh, you know, we didn't have MV, we couldn't do it. Bollocks. It's just down to whether you wanted to or not. That's
mate, I've tabbed out on red light in the trees with Sterling. I didn't have nods the whole time I did all that. I don't have a sniper rifle. It's down to mindset. You want to be involved or you don't. I think a lot of teams that went there this weekend, Milsim teams, you're going to hear me fucking bitch about that so much. But Milsim teams, Milsim, gang signs, numbers and all that shit, patches. They're in bed the whole fucking weekend. True.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, they're in bed the whole fucking weekend. When it comes down to the stag, they didn't want to do it. They said to Nathan they didn't want to do it, so they didn't do it. And is Nathan wrong for drilling them out? I don't know. But no,
I think end of the day, mate, it's not.
You know,
I mean, yes, but at the same time, you have to walk that line because, you know, they've not got many events under their belt, so you need to sort of sit down and go, right, okay, I don't want to piss them off, you know what I mean? I don't want to fucking, like, you know,
yeah, they're paying customers, so on and so forth.
but at the same time, like with Defiant, you know, their tagline, mate, was it's big boy rules, and that's what I liked about this. That's what I liked about this. And when they would, you know, it's big boy rules. Turn up, it's big boy rules. I was like, oh, sweet. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys know the fucking score. So to me personally, you know, it's not that they did wrong. I mean, yes, they should have kicked them out of their pit, but I think as they learn, as they go on, they'll go, right, look, we're not having it. If you're on stag, you're on fucking stag. That's it. And it's just, yeah, it's just something that will come with time, I think.
So I've had a few jars, which you can probably tell. My eyes have got a pinhold. But
yeah, I'm going to go in a minute, mate, because I'm running out of drinks. So
right, yeah, no drama. But one of the things that definitely for me is appealing is going up against a good caliber of player. And this is something personal. This is not for everyone. This is just saying about me. I like going up against someone who I know is going to be playing fucking big boy rules. Someone that's going to go ham, play legit. Right? That's something for me that's of an intrigue. That's why I like Sterling. There's fucking good lads on Op 4. Met some more lads this weekend that do Op 4. But I've played Op 4. I know there's some fucking ballers on that team. So when you go up against the cunts, I'm a bit like, this isn't a walk in the park. You know, this isn't dark water where we roll through fucking teams of 15 people with me and Richie. Don't take a fucking round and enjoy it all the way through. No comms, no fucking red light, just nods. It's easy mode. I mean, it's a float. When I go there, I'm like, fuck, this is going to be dope. When they said there was 3 teams, big boy rules and all that lot, I was like hyped. I was like, man, there's going to be some dope players here. I'm going up against lads that have squared away, that are going to be out on the ground, pulling the tactics. There's something exciting about that for me. It's going up against people that know their shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And for me, personally, when it's stated like Milsim, blah, 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 that gets my attention. It's why I went to the event. I haven't played in a long time. So, you know, I think like a few people have noticed on here, I haven't played in a while. So I was like, fuck it, let's go. Let's go in. I was ready to go in from the beginning. Use the bike as a recon vehicle. I was about to use it to, you know, kind of mark out as much territory as possible, get some maps on the Garmin of all the paths, because you can ride the paths, map the Garmin, use those paths on infill that night. You know, I've learnt the lessons of doing that sort of thing. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do that. That's the way forward, right? Map everything out on the bike during the day, have some floats, go and see some people, and then roll out. Yeah. When we actually saw the caliber of people, I think instantly I was like, fuck. Like, I'm worried about my own team. I know these lads are going to struggle. Smallsy. So that's also, you know, a thing for me. I think, you know, there's something about the roster that needs to be addressed.
Yeah. So, sorry, Kieran, mate. Yes, distance on the Garmin. So, obviously, if you bear in mind, me and Tim, obviously, we were still trying to sort out the admin issue of getting shot on the bikes. So we didn't actually roll out properly till about 3:30, 4 o'clock. So we only covered, my Garmin says about 8.9 miles.
Yeah.
Approximately. We covered.
So if you said 10 miles.
10 miles. 8.9, 10 miles, roughly thereabout. Or so. But that was what we covered. Obviously, on the bikes and on foot. So,
and on the bikes, it was only an infill journey. So it was only the infill journey. We didn't use the bikes for anything else. So once we got shot, we chinned them off.
Fucking binned it, mate. It's no point. No point at all.
Kitty, what's going on? Yo.
Yes, Fire Mission blog.
Oh, here he is.
Wavy as fuck, mate.
Himself. But guys, so I need to wrap this up, and so does Richie. To
wrap this up, mate. So thoughts are right, and again, mate, we said from the start, you know, I know we're pissed as fuck, but let's be absolutely honest. And you know, we said it to James, said it to Nathan. They're lovely guys. You know, they've done everything they could possibly do to try and get this event back on track. My personal view is one. If you've got people breaking the rules from from the very start, okay, you need to address that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if you give an inch, they'll take a fucking mile. You know, simple as that. Square it away. Nip it in the bud, square it away. us getting shot on the bikes, the guy should have been fucking gone. Simple as that. You know,
That's
we asked James to reiterate it, you know, in the safety brief, and he did. He said, look, we're just not having it. But he didn't back it up. Secondly, you know, guys assaulting other players, not acceptable. They should have been gone. Just gone. You know, you don't have to call the police, but they're gone. Don't come back again. I think he is addressing that, FYI. Secondly, the caliber of player that this attracted, I'm surprised by. I'm shocked by, because the fee, you know, the sort of the feeling that I was getting from the guys as they were pushing out the intel, pushing out the packs, it was big boy rules. So I'm surprised at the level of player that this attracted.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up, I think that Cameron, see you later, mate. Just to wrap up, I generally think that, you know, Defiant Milsim, they've got some really good role play stuff in there in the pipeline that they could exacerbate on and they could work on. And I think for them, they just need to sort of like really clamp down on who's going, who's doing what, and you know, what's in the future. So I think, yeah, I think definitely in the future, if they can address some of this and learn from this, they've definitely got potential. Definitely. How about you, mate?
The big thing for me was that I went to them repeatedly to ask for an action on something. I didn't get it. Especially being as someone that was on the receiving end of something. Their inability to trust what I was saying to them jarred me, in the fact that I wouldn't have gone to them unless it was important, and what I felt was fucking out of order. So, again, with you, mate, they should have addressed that. The whole issues, I would have walked around that safety briefing as a staff member and pulled people to one side and said to them, I'm worried about this. This is a concern. You're in block colours. Have you got this? Have you got that? I mean, just as a general consensus, I would do that. And, I think that's just the compassionate part. I would definitely go back. I'd like to see what they do. This is probably a bit of a Legion statement for me. I said this to Mike at Legion. And I said this to James. I said this to Nathan. I said, look, I do not fucking bend my words for anyone. I couldn't give a fuck about your opinion or what your thoughts are or what you think I should do. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I told them on Saturday and Sunday how I felt, and I was fucking bang honest. I wasn't honest for being a cunt. I say that in the nicest terms. I was honest because I want to see them take it on and fucking move forward. And, you know, not coming from anyone special, but coming from someone that's been doing this for a while.
We said it too many times.
Yeah, take it on fucking board and do something about it. It will make your events better. So that was the kind of cadence of what I was saying. The bikes thing did piss me off. The ceasefire and the way they handled that, I didn't feel like it was the right thing to do at the time. I think by addressing a few of the core issues, which would seem to be with, you know, a few teams, could have probably fixed a lot of the issues real quick. Maybe Nathan felt a bit tepid because they were paying customers and he didn't want to go and chew them out. Mate, they're there for an experience. Give them the fucking experience. So I think the highlight of the night for me, there was two highlights of the whole weekend. One was running with Kieran and the GSR lads. A lot of fucking time with them. Hands down, would run with them anytime. If they text me and said they need an extra fucking person, I would run with those boys in a fucking heartbeat. What a bunch of fucking switched on lads. If there was an event full of those sorts of people, I would pay big money to go and do it. Really good lads. Second thing, for me, highlight of the event was just seeing how quick that cohesion can work between people. Me and you, that switch, we haven't played together in a long time. We haven't been out on the guns together. The comms, the warmth, it just fucking worked. You know, that fluidity, that kind of cadence, just, again, another good thing. I think the event, what they're doing, got a lot of fucking promise and could have the right audience. They need to just be, the next few ones, a little bit more selective. don't worry about the numbers. If it means everyone pays a little bit more money, like an extra 20 quid per person to have lower numbers but higher caliber, people will pay it. They'll, you know, the audience will come with the right events. I would definitely go back in the future. I just want to see these things addressed from the off. Bang, fucking, these are the rules. Comply to them or fuck off. That's it. You know, that's me.
Again, like Nathan says, mate, he said he appreciates the feedback, and for me personally, mate, any organizer or site or event organizer that can take on criticism, constructive or not, is on for a winner. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you can take feedback and learn from it, mate, you're on for a winner. Absolutely. It's guys that go, oh well, we're doing things right anyway. What do you know? No, mate, it's just not going to work.
Well, I had a situation, Richie was there as well, where someone said, right, we had a really bad day today. There was a few punch-ups or fisticuffs. What can we do to do better? So I'd done like a full email about, what I think we should do. And then the geezer phoned me up 2 days later, a day later, calling me a cunt, telling me he's going to kick me in, all this shit. So that's the way it can go. So I really want these guys to push on. Definitely. They've got access to a fabulous site. One of the most beautiful sites I've been on. It's got great
really potential. Varied as well. Varied.
Yeah, varied. It's got really good potential. The guys just need to heads down, push on. Don't worry about
Definitely. Don't let it stick you in the mud at all.
No, exactly. And I think one of the key things is get those fucking lads back. The police lads, much respect to them.
Whatever
get those fucking back. Yeah, get them back on board. Give them a free game. Get the guys back for nothing. Whatever. Just get those guys back. For me and Richie, we've got a few more events planned this year to get to. If there is anything that's exciting with you guys, anything that anyone that's watching is doing, please fucking hit me and Richie up. We're desperate for some decent events.
Yeah, we're still planning the next 2 quarters, aren't we? Really. We've got the first 2 quarters under our belt. We're planning the next 2 quarters. We've got some ideas, but at the same time, we've got nothing set in stone yet. So hit us up, let us know. Oh Lord, Jeebus, that's painful.
I've been leaning on this Lego box, and I've just looked at it and thought I've got a constant print of Lego on my arm.
You're actually Lego. Right, mate. We have to bounce it out. I've had no dinner yet.
So, lot to learn. I think for some of the other teams that are there, there's some things that I need to fucking take home. I think there's a few people that need a reality check, big time. Yeah. That having a Milsim title team and actually fucking going out and having it up is long and far beyond. I really wish Defiant all the best. I wish that they sit down together now and plan on going forward and learning from this. Don't let this fucking be a downer. Darkwater took some criticism from one of their events and it pretty much wrapped the company, and I feel really bad on the way that happened. Don't let this fucking be the end. Push forward. We're more than happy to come back. Let's fucking keep going. And go from there, mate. Yeah.
I think, like you say, mate, at the same time, it's an eye-opener because there was a few teams, at this event that, done really well, that really sort of, not that I knew they were good anyway, but really sort of stuck in my brain that was like, do you know what, these boys are solid. At the same time, there's kind of like new...
Kevin and his boys are
fucking... Oh, DPF, mate. Dope as fuck. Dope as fuck, mate. So... there are a couple of lads, obviously, like one of the lads come up to me, he says to me, oh, mate, I saw your video on the bow thing video, whatever, blah, blah, programming the bow thing. And, we rolled with him for a little bit, and I don't know who he was, but if he's watching, just send us a DM, mate. Because he was with me. We pushed up together up to Hill 360. And watching those lads, they may have been on their 1s and 2s, but you could see, mate, the difference. When they watch someone, push forward and have a bit of fucking a bit of balls to push forward. Do you know what I mean? They go, oh yeah, fucking let's go. Do you know what I mean? It just needs that bit of willingness to push forward, and that's the sort of younger guys that we really want to push through and get those guys up and through the Milsim scene, because they're here, they're attending. They just need that sort of guiding into the sort of right framework. Yeah, mate. But but at the same time, the mindset's there. The mindset is there. So, yeah, there was a lot of guys that done really well this weekend.
Yeah, the Dragar lads were fucking awesome. I think one of them come up to me and he was like, "Mate, you've got balls of steel fucking going. Balls of brass." That's what he said. You've got balls of brass going to the other side of that hill. And I was like, "Mate, if you don't push
it's what it is, mate. Yeah.
when they're attacking, you don't get, you don't make that ground. They fucking walk all over you." So, yeah, a lot of respect to the Dragar lads. There were some good teams, there were some bad teams, and there were some guys that pushed, and there's some teams that weren't. And it's a shame, but good stream, mate. Thanks for doing this. I know it's taken a lot of time out of your night, but fucking brilliant. Average weekend highlight: Tim 0, me 1. I don't know where that comes in, but whatever, dude. One's what I love is getting stuck in. Nothing better than intense firefight, pushing through the fire. Yeah, mate. Fucking totally right. Totally right. Right, boys. Thanks very much for catching up with us. We appreciate you all. Any questions, DM us. I'm away this week. Richie's away this week, so might be a bit quiet on content, but we'll get some stuff out.
We'll do what we can. We'll try and get some videos up. Obviously, we've got a lot of videos in the pipeline. Like me personally, I've still got a couple of bags from the Crib Goch range to come through from
Winks. Sorry, mate. It says, on the hill, buddy, you had an SRS creeping. Mate, I didn't run the SRS all weekend.
So run the SRS all weekend, mate. No.
Wrong kid, son. SRS was in the truck.
Unfortunately, it would be nice to get it out, but no.
Yeah, you'd have known if it was Alex, you'd have been copped. Right, let's bounce. Peace, Winks. Peace, everyone else. I'm going to go. Kieran, thanks so much, mate. You're a fucking legend. Thank you. It was great to meet you. Really was.
Meadows and chill.
Zerial, peace, brother. Right, bye. Guys, thank you so much. It was great to have you all on the stream. I'm away this weekend. Sorry to disappoint you, Winks, but no one up for you, brother. Peace. Have a good night, man. Easy out.